Hello, hello. Welcome to Charmed Persons. Good to see you. Because I can see you once again. I just want to remind you of that. I can see all of you watching. Anyway.
Hey
Uh,
Ted, nice shirt.
oh, Ted's gonna freak out. Um, anyway, hello. Welcome to Charmed Persons. Sorry for the delay, but we are live. Good to see you. Good to be here. Today is the continuation of our Tayaroth campaign. This is session 11. We're going to be releasing a recap hopefully soon for those of you who need a bit of a recap to get caught up, so keep an eye out for that. Also, on Spotify, the first session of our campaign in hell just got uploaded recently, so shout out to Matt. Thank you for that. It's very funny. So if you like to consume your D&D content auditorially, then definitely check that out. As well as it's always our Tayaroth episodes are always uploaded on there too. Tomorrow night, 2 p.m. Central, or 2 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, is the continuation of the Quest for the Golden Spoon. Eric's LongShot, where the D&D world is meeting the real world. Very excited to continue with that. And then this
Oh, we'll find the
Thursday,
golden spoon.
will we? Honestly, we just buy one in this world.
For like 50 bucks.
Yeah. And then this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Correct, Angie?
7:30.
7:30 p.m. Central. Angie will be hosting Meet the Persons Girls Night.
Girls' night.
So Meet the Persons is back. We are going to be having Emily, JMO, and Miranda, who is guest starred, and then of course Angie is hosting as well. Well, I hadn't said that already. That's all. Yeah, full week of Charmed Persons content. So stay tuned to our social media at Charmed Persons, pretty much everywhere. And without further ado, let's get into a recap of last week's harrowing session. So our party had found themselves in the Underdark after being sealed in the mines by the Animalia, who is a secret organization with plans to unbanish the god Malar, who is an evil god who was banished long ago by Dune, the current god that presides over Tayaroth. And in order to do so, they needed something from a High Priestess Navarra's tomb. In an effort to find whatever they needed to before the Animalia did, our party made their way further into the mines until they found a part of the mines that was not actually from the mines themselves, but of an ancient networking of web-like tunnels that found at the center the city of Kinnor, where they also met another member of, well, not another member of the party, but a new companion of the party, Brick Yilsor, who is a young drow man who informed the party that his sister had been captured and the city of Kinnor had been taken over by evil king and an insect-like plague. And so, after taking them to the city of Kinnor, the party were reunited with their members that had been kidnapped by Quiz Rizik, the changeling that had been amongst them as Edmund for so long. And after being reunited with them, they found the true source of what was going on in Kinnor, and it was this ancient creature called a Volxerix that was polluting the king's mind, along with the king's help, and taking over the city of Kinnor. But after defeating this ancient creature, who is actually one of the servants of Loviatar, one of the other banished gods, after doing that, the city was free, and the prince took them in, and a celebration was had. The party was finally named A Little Help. During the celebration, the party met my name, who is apparently a Forgotten Realms deity who was thought to be banished, but was not banished, known as Mask, who has been living a variety of different lives, one of them being this servant, drow servant, Moyname, who is impeccably loyal to the city of Kinnor and its royalty. After the events of the feast concluded, the party split. You, Pentui, Rosie's child, and Chadrimi Strongjaw, the newly deemed temporal knight of the party, both helped Prince Triv, the new leader of the city of Kinnor, clear out a tunnel that the party will be able to use to get back to the surface. And the party members that we have with us here today went to find High Priestess Navarra's tomb, and find it they did. At first, it was pretty much a simple abandoned tomb. They found some bodies of priests who were buried with High Priestess Navarra. They found what used to be the dwelling of Malar's hound, who they fought earlier in this campaign, and had escaped and burrowed its way out of this tomb. They also found a room full of treasure, or at least all of them but one did, as one of them was distracted by other things. And in this treasure room, the party had to fight 2 animated minotaur skeletons and save a party member who fell into a lava trap of gold. Multiple instances of people going unconscious, barely surviving the combat. The party finally kills the creatures and escapes from the room to find their other party member who had explored a little bit more of the tomb and then also retreated into the urn-like vase that always appears around his neck. And right before we left off, Flint magically appeared in a whirlwind of dark smoke out of this vase and animated there in front of you. And that's where we left off. That was the last thing to happen. I think the very last thing to happen was Flint kind of stumbling over his words, trying to explain what just happened. But that is where we left off. So let's go ahead and pick up from there. You party members have just experienced harrowing events in the room prior, barely surviving. Your party member Flint was not only not present in this combat, but just magically smoked out of this urn and is now standing before you.
Everything cool in that room, or the door was locked? I spent a turn trying to get in, but
I cough up more blood.
Oh dang! I can't heal that. I wish I could.
I have a gash in my shoulder where a minotaur horn was. Yeah, no, it was fine. We handled it.
I'll walk over and grab Quinn's hand and then walk him over to Morton and gather them up and be like, "Oh, come here, my boy. It's all right. It's gonna be okay." And I'll we're gonna be moving continuously, right? We're not gonna be staying here.
Short rest.
Yeah, I mean, currently you are in, and actually let me bring it to the combat map for the viewers.
Because I can do Prayer of Healing, but that takes 10 minutes as a ritual.
Yeah,
10 minutes?
Currently you are in, currently you are in this kind of foyer in between some of the rooms, this right hallway. Mm-hmm. You have the room to your left, which has this giant horned skull with the same kind of ever-present blue flame behind the eyes, and then a broken altar in the middle. Flint, did you shut the door to the other room, or would you have just left it open and not entered?
I would have shut the door.
Okay, so you have the room to the north of you that only one of you knows what's in that room. And then, of course, you have the room to the south of you. That was the room you just escaped from.
Well, I don't need a short rest. If you guys need a short rest, that's cool. I'll just chill out here.
Can I ask a question of mechanics?
Of course.
I think I haven't been using this because it says casting time 10 minutes, but duration is instantaneous. So does that mean that it lasts for 10 minutes, or?
No, it means it's 10 minutes to cast, and then the effect of it is immediate after the 10 minutes.
Cool. Okay, then that was exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just hold on to their hands as we if we're gonna move forward for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll cast a prayer of healing on them.
Great. I'm assuming no one starts doing jumping jacks and fights this 10-minute short rest.
I do for 5 minutes. I glare at Cuinn, and for the other 5 minutes, I glare at Flint while this happens.
Okay.
My eyes are rolled.
We can just say we can say this conversation that I'm assuming is about to happen kind of happens as you're sitting here holding hands, waiting for. And you can participate in the conversation as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody else need healing? Because I can do up to 6.
I do.
Okay. So
Can you
as
just
we're
give
talking,
me,
I'll
give
make
some to me for sure.
direct. Well, I can give. I just rolled.
You can do everybody.
Okay.
No.
I'll take some. I don't need them, but
No.
you know, it's never.
No, I don't know where you went, but Mister, you're being a real bad boy, and so you don't get any
Yes, ma'am.
kind words.
What? What was with all that smoke, Flint?
Okay. Okay. You're not gonna believe this, but I transformed and went into a tiny cigar room.
Well, first you're doing magic, and now you're smoking.
Yeah, it's been I know, Rosie. I do smoke tobacco every now and then. I know it's bad for me.
More blood.
Oh, tobacco.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.
Oh, so just to clear up, I did try to come in after you. I opened the door, but it was stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you were all.
You opened the door, but it was stuck.
No, I didn't quite get to the open the door part. I tried.
Oh no, we know. We know.
How long did you try?
Full had to have been 6 seconds.
6. You took 6 seconds.
I mean, you guys were only in there for like 30 seconds tops.
I mean, he does have a point.
Did you find anything interesting out here?
Oh no. I mean, there's a big statue.
Like,
There's a
that sounded.
Did you
real
gain anything?
there's a room up there that seems.
Did you say insight check, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to roll insight check. If that's how Flint delivered that, I don't think you need to roll an insight check.
No.
Okay, there's a room up north that I closed the door that seems very important, and I waited because I wanted us all to experience it, because there's nothing better. There's nothing better than delving into a classic dungeon and seeing all the sights and sounds. It's a party, and we're a party down here.
Mm-hmm. Can I propose a vote real quick?
Always, I guess.
I didn't know this was a
goes
democracy.
into the room first and by himself this time. What do we think?
He doesn't have to go by himself.
Listen. We're not going to gain anything from fighting. I know that we're all mad at Flint for getting.
I'm not mad at Flint.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you,
I guess
Cuinn.
some of us are only mad at Flint.
We've had our
not
differences
mad at
before,
Flint.
Quinn. Thank you,
Oh.
May.
I'm mad at Cuinn.
I'm
Yeah.
furious with both of you.
I'm kind of mad.
Are you,
I'm not mad at anybody.
you're mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad at me, man? What did I do?
You jumped into a pile of gold and almost let me die.
I didn't almost
Oh
let you
my
die.
God,
I did
okay.
jump into a pile of gold.
Okay,
But it was, in my defense, it was a pile of gold.
Wait, there's a pile of gold back there?
you of all people.
It's gone now.
Quinn, we'll talk about this later.
All right, different.
I want to talk about it now because
My stomach
my
hurts.
leg's broken because of you.
Oh,
Because
Why? Because of me.
Stayed in that gold, didn't notice that we were all getting gored to death. And then
I
you
did
found
notice. I
out.
was casting spells the whole time, trying to. I don't fight up close.
Yeah. Let's
The
everyone turn our
whole
attention to
time.
Quinn.
There
Yeah,
wasn't
Quinn.
a round that went by that I wasn't trying to.
From what I hear, what you did, Quinn, was crazy bad.
Crazy bad?
I wasn't there. I don't know. Just context.
You're right. You weren't there, Flint.
Wait, no. We're on Quinn now.
Hold
okay,
on, you
all right.
came out of
All
the
right.
herd, my friend.
I just want it to be
All
noted
right.
that we're holding hands during this. And then
Yeah.
gesticulate.
All right.
Listen.
Listen. We're not going to get anywhere from fighting. We're already down 2 members of this very exceptional group of explorers. And I think that it would behoove us all to stop acting like my children Or I'm gonna send you all to a room and you're gonna have to hug each other until you sort this out.
Here's the thing.
Only if
we
Morton
were
stops
just in a
blaming
life
me.
or death situation. Your children aren't fighting over toys. We're fighting over help. And the help
Fighting is fighting, Morton. Okay? Fighting is fighting.
I feel like it's different.
It's all useless.
Yeah, Morton, think before you blame me, because I'm a person. I have feelings.
Okay, be quiet, you.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Now we're all gonna go. How are you feeling? Cuinn and Morton, how are you feeling? May, how are you feeling?
Fine.
Say
Okay.
about 21 out of 33.
That's oddly specific, but I love it.
Well, you're very
I'm
healthy.
a numbers guy. Thank you.
Okay. Now, do we all want to just take a deep breath and go through the door?
I will go first. I admit that I should have tried harder to come and get you. I was in the wrong.
Okay.
I don't blame you. You're forgiven on all my accounts.
Okay, Morton,
And we should all forgive each other.
Yes, Morton,
Yes.
do you forgive me?
Oh.
Thank you. I walk over to the door.
So yes, this conversation has happened. Make sure if you can accept it that you have added the 14 HP from the spell. And you open the door, and you see what is here on the map. You see a large open room with 3 kind of beastie humanoid-like statues on the other side. In between each of them is like an onyx obsidian blade and a onyx obsidian longbow.
I checked for traps.
Do an investigation check.
That's probably not great. 13.
13. I'll say with a 13, you see that. Well, where are you searching specifically for traps? Just right there at the door?
I'm looking at the door, and if I can like look my head over to see if there's any like mechanism like right around the door that might trap it or like keep us trapped like the other room did.
You feel pretty confident that there's nothing at the door that is a trap. Also with a 13, I will say to your far left, in this right here in this little alcove that's not in the room, like directly to your left, on that wall you see a like slightly discolored stone from the other rest of the stones in the wall.
I go up to it and with my rapier, actually no, with my staff I take it out from like a distance, just kind of like tap it, and then if nothing happens on the tap, I push it.
Nothing really happens on the tap, but once you give it a little bit more weight on the push, the wall starts to raise up, and you see you see that it opens up into a hallway that kind of curves to the left, and then you don't really see much from there.
I want to cast Enhance Ability on May.
Okay, and give her...
I'm going to give you Bear's Endurance. You're going to have advantage on Constitution checks, and you also gain 5 temporary hit points. That lasts an hour, and it's concentration, so I'll keep track of that. But
Okay.
Buying back my love.
So you feel Cuinn cast this spell on you, and you feel, a little bit more beefy.
And I just whisper, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's more like it.
I start walking down that hallway with my staff, like leading as like a very bad like metal detector. I'm just like swinging in case there's something in front of me.
Okay, yeah. Once you turn the corner, you see that the hallway continues downward and then curves off again to the right, and that's what you see.
I keep going. If anybody else wants to join me, I turn around and go, Secret tunnel.
I'll follow you, but I'm definitely like a bit back from.
I'm still swinging the whole way like an idiot, just going like this at like eye level.
You turn the corner again, and you see that the hallway continues upward, and then at the wall you see a statue of a hooded, cloaked figure with their arms crossed, like looking down, like you can't see any facial features on the figure.
I'm gonna investigate that entire room and spend a little extra time at close enough that I can see, but at a distance from that statue.
Yeah, from what you can see, it's you don't notice anything.
It's just a statue.
Can I look back and do the Harrison Ford point where I just go. If I can, I'd love to walk not on the carpet. If that is indeed how the room.
Yes,
looks.
It is. Yeah.
I want to get to like right there and investigate the statue that close without touching the carpet.
Roll investigation.
Now you're afraid of flooring, Morton.
I turn around and do a more ferocious Harrison Ford point.
I'm also very much not stepping on the carpet.
That is a 19.
With a 19, you kind of lean forward and look at the statue. You don't notice any like traps or anything. You just notice at the very bottom of the statue, kind of like where a nameplate would be, there is a word that you've recognized at this point throughout the tomb is in Primordial. And also you just like you happen to like look down and notice that you've been stepping on the carpet as you lean forward, and you feel comfortable that there's nothing wrong with the carpet.
There's a moment of a little anime gasp. Oh.
Yeah.
I call back to Flint. Say, Flint, we need your reading eyes.
Oh, now you need me.
Hold on, watch that tone.
All right, I'll come over.
You come over and you look at the word at the bottom of the statue, and it just says Navarra in Primordial.
What's it say?
It says Navarra.
Oh.
As soon as he says the word Navarra,
son of a bitch.
the statue starts to turn and shifts, and then just kind of like stays as if like it is a turnstile door, but has just like let you know that it's a turnstile door, so it's not fully. You know what I mean? Like
wiggled.
Yeah, so it's like, and then it just kind of like stops.
Do we go in it?
Say it again.
Navarra.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh my God! Nuts.
It just starts. No, nothing happens.
Back.
Do we go in it? It's not open. I can't see from here. May,
I
put me on
think
your
it's a
shoulder.
turnstile door.
I don't think we should send anyone through in case it decides to, shut with them in it. We've encountered that kind of trap before.
I don't want to lose anyone else.
I jump over to the door, turnstile door.
Oh my God.
And you just go through it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You see this room on the other side.
Oh my God.
Now this is
you see in the middle is a sarcophagus of pretty much exactly what the statue looked like to the door, but in sarcophagus form. On the other side, there is an altar with a book lying open on the altar, and then at the very back is a statue of a large minotaur, kind of hunched and bent over with its fists on the ground, and eyes that have been hollowed out and have the glowing blue flame. And then in Primordial, at the base of this statue, it says, "All hail Malar."
I look over at the book. I've been getting into reading recently. I'm going to see if I can take a few steps closer, maybe to see what's on the book, if I recognize what could be on it.
You walk over, where put your token where you would walk.
I'll go like
That's
here.
never a good sign, man.
Tell me exactly where I'm gonna murder you.
It is a. I think I said earlier that it was open just because the picture is open. It is a closed book, but on the spine it says it just says Navarra on the spine.
I yelled back into the other room. Hey, I think I found it. Everyone jump to the turnstile door.
All right, Morton.
I don't, man. And I try and slip through the
Yep.
thing with my staff forward just in case.
Yeah, easily enough. You walk in and see exactly what I've described.
I would love to investigate it once I'm in there.
I'll follow him.
What are you investigating?
Looking for any sort of trap.
Where?
Odd. On the pedestal where the book is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. So put your token where you go. You can't just look from back there and do an investigation check. That would be a perception check.
I'm totally fine.
Investigating the sarcophagus.
I would go around.
I want to have mage hand
there.
out. I'll just.
Okay.
I don't want to get into like.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll an investigation check, and you can roll an investigation check at the sarcophagus. What's your name, Flint? Sorry.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
19.
19. At the sarcophagus, you notice that along the line of the opening of the sarcophagus, it kind of aligns with the lid, it's half and half. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So if you take the lid off the sarcophagus, it'll just be half forwards. Along the line, just repeating itself over and over again from the tomb is Navarra, rest in peace.
Right.
And you notice that. Yeah, that's what you notice. And then Morton, as you're looking at the book, you see that underneath the book there's some arcane runes that you can't read because the book is covering them up or know exactly what they are, but you can see that etched into the stone underneath the book is some what clearly look like arcane markings.
Does anybody, Rosie, I don't know if you know these. Do you know any? There's arcane markings under this book. I'm afraid it might do something.
You want me to move the book?
Move it.
So don't move the book. All right.
Let's not move the book. But does anybody have the ability to
Yeah.
get a feeling about what this is? Because I haven't learned that yet.
Well, if you give me about 10-ish minutes, I can see if it's some bad boy stuff. And I could detect if it's magic.
I definitely think that would be good. I've also got how big is this book? Do you think it would be over the weight of a push off of a mage hand?
No, a mage hand could definitely push the book, but it's a big book for sure. It's right at the limit. But a mage hand could
I can identify.
If we can get someone to identify the runes underneath, that might be helpful. I can remove the book safely with some magic, but I don't.
How do you know it's going to be safe? You just said don't move the book, and now you're proposing.
I mean, once we identify or do whatever else.
Well, you can't identify the arcane runes because the book is on top of them. So even if you were to cast the spell, you wouldn't have a full picture to look at.
What did you say? You can do in 10 minutes, Rosie?
She could detect if it was magic, but I would say that you, with your 20, you know that these are arcane markings, which are magical.
Does anybody have any ideas on how we can safely remove this book? I just feel like something bad happens if this book comes out.
I think you just pick it up. I think you're overthinking it.
I think maybe we do it from afar, like we could do it with mage hand, like
if
you
we do it
suggested.
30 feet away.
I think there's going to be a big minotaur that attacks us. Maybe because we got attacked by 2 minotaurs 10 minutes ago.
I think there's going to be a zombie in that sarcophagus.
Right. I'm taking bets. I'll go minotaur over zombie.
All right. 5 gold bet. You bet minotaur. I bet zombie sarcophagus.
I bet zombie minotaur.
Oh, a new entry.
I don't want to bet. We almost died
So should I push it with my cane?
No, I've got
No,
it.
maybe let's all stand back. 30
Back
feet.
up.
Okay.
I cast Mage Hand 30 feet away, like back towards the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, 5.
I'm exactly 30 feet away, so you can stand like next to me. And can we mage hand it together, Morton?
Yeah, we give each other the look and just cast Mage Hand out.
Flint, are you staying where you are?
Yeah, I would be.
Okay.
Last time the DM asked you this, it was the wrong answer.
So you push the book off of the pedestal, and as soon as that happens, the arcane runes on the book light up, and this cloud of necrotic smoke explodes out of these arcane runes, and it's
it is magic.
it's not within a distance to affect any of you. Flint, make a perception check.
Okay. See, I was in the perfect place.
You said
5.
it's coming off the runes, not the tomb, not the sarcophagus, right?
Yes, the runes underneath the book lit up, kind of dispelled this like dark black necrotic smoke.
Is it a puff or is it like continuous?
It's a puff.
It's a puffer stream.
And then it starts to you notice that it's much heavier than the air. It like puffs up and then immediately falls flat onto the ground and then just kind of dissipates unseen.
A necrotic toot.
A necrotic toot.
Maybe we're in the Tutankhamun. No, that's stupid. Let's continue.
Rosie, make a perception check.
Oh no! I'm gonna get grabbed. This always happens to me. Perception. 16.
16. And then the 3 in the back. Will you make perception checks for me as well?
Oh, that's a 1, but I can re-roll ones.
Not bad. 18.
11.
It's apropos that the two of you are that's not the right use of that phrase. The two of you that are standing next to each other, Morton and May, between the two of you, just like right by your heads, you feel just like the wind disturbed by the two sides of your heads, and then you both kind of like look at each other and realize that you're making eye contact with one another, but that neither of you were the ones who, like, both of you look surprised, so something clearly happened in the middle of you. Flint, you don't notice anything, neither do you, Cuinn. Rosie, you notice that the sarcophagus in front of Flint is just very subtly vibrating.
We've got movement, people. The sarcophagus is shaking.
A zombie.
I knew I should have bet zombies.
It's not opening though, right?
It's not currently opening now.
I felt something by my ear. May, did you feel that?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was you, but
as a ghost.
Turn around.
I'm gonna walk like over you, like in the corner, just for the record.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up over here.
Yeah. The statue is right where it was, unmoving.
What happened if the book is just sitting there?
The book is just it's been pushed off the stone. It's on presumably on the floor.
Can I mage hand the book and bring it towards me?
You do. You have the book.
And boy, do you!
It is in a language that you cannot read, but you recognize as primordial. And I would say, other than that, you don't really it doesn't feel like there's a lot of power in this. It feels like a book, you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like something special.
No, yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna. I put it in my bag. I think maybe the book is what they were looking for. I don't know.
Hey, you gonna read that or?
I might peruse. We can all read it when we get out of here.
Morton, make a perception check.
Cool. 15.
You just briefly look back, and the statue is not there because it is now a solid wall.
Oh shit! And I hope that echoes.
It does, yeah.
I start tapping it with my rapier. That way, tap it with my right hand.
You tap it. It's like it's the same sensation of just tapping a wall with your
Oh
rapier.
no, I'm
that
supposed
was
to
the
be on the
exit,
other side of the wall.
Right? The exit. That
Flint.
Talking about, Zach?
Yes, the exit. Flint, the sarcophagus. The lid is. You see the symbols start to separate as the lid is starting to come off of the sarcophagus.
Does anybody have any tape?
I'm going to peek inside, see if I can see what's coming out.
As you look inside, you see just darkness. And then all of a sudden, all of you, and right in front of you, Flint, you hear this as this black smoke comes pouring out of the sarcophagus, and just similar but much creepier to what Flint did earlier, the smoke kind of like congeals on the ground, and then out of it manifests a hooded creature that is clearly an undead woman with eyes glowing red. With eyes glowing red, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay, everyone. All right. The time is now. The god fight has begun. I know
Wow.
a little bit about god fights.
Hashtag Godfight, everybody on
Hashtag
Twitter that's live
Godfight.
tweeting this fight.
Yeah, let's get this trending.
Hashtag god fight. It's up to you, everybody in the
I'll-
chat.
All you charmed people out there.
All you charmed people.
Charmed person. Oh my goodness.
In the first session, I think I coined the term "charmed person heads."
Nice.
Charmed person head.
I love that. I'm
my
glad
God.
that it's a team effort this time that we're all about to die.
I should have been on the other side of that door.
There was a second where I was going to be like, let me see if there's a mechanism if this
Ew, look at
thing
it.
open. And the second that he was like perception check, and I was like, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. I was going to turn around. I thought about it too late.
I think it would be by the feet. I think it'd be closer to the feet, Zach. I think it'd be
Oh,
on the other side.
you think so?
Yeah, I think it'd be further away.
Unfortunately, you're
Yeah, I
wrong.
agree.
I think actually it's probably
Oh,
on the other side of the wall, on the carpet outside of the tomb, like in the mines.
Maybe it's nice.
I forgot to put this turn order thing, but you should be able to, as I'm adding you, edit your
Thank you.
initiatives. Of course.
Maybe
of
we're
course.
adding initiative to introduce ourselves.
Introduce yourself.
Hello!
Hello, Navara. My name's Rosie. We mean you no harm.
Well,
Just here to kill you.
Okay. Well, Navarra's first, so we don't get to introduce. Let's see how polite Navarra is.
Suddenly, I don't want to serve Dune.
She didn't, I'll be straight up, she didn't roll a 22. She's kind of surprised. She's just like, she's at the top of the corner. She's surprised.
Oh,
at all.
he just surprised the shit. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that is surprising.
watch out, Flint.
Huh?
You got this. We'll hang back here. The door's shut. We can't get in. We spent 6 seconds trying.
Is this because I skipped the last battle? Be honest.
No, this is because we moved the book. This is just also comeuppance.
Okay. So, at the top of the turn order, it is Navarra's turn. The creature kind of looks over at you, Matt, and reaches out with a just ghastly hand, and I need to pull up my dice. Sorry. With a 22 to hit, I'm assuming that hits. Uh-huh.
And
And then you take
55.
15 points of necrotic damage as she reaches out and grasps your shoulder and just right at your face, and this energy of black necrotic death starts to pour out of her hand, and you see the veins on Flint where she touches kind of corrode, and even his armor starts to like sizzle, and that is going to be the end of her turn. Morton, you are up.
I'm I'm gonna try and keep my distance. That didn't look fun. So I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Ooh.
Out of my staff here.
Okay.
So I've actually never cast magic missile before in the entire time.
You just roll I think it's 4d4, and they all automatically hit. It's 4d4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got 3 darts.
Oh, 3 darts, so 3d4. Yeah. So yeah, they just automatically hit. That's the beauty of magic missile. And you say you're casting through your staff because that's where your arcane focus is, but that you are casting the spell, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, just making sure.
Yep. Okay. So...
she looks at you and waves your hand, and the spell has no effect as she casts counterspell.
I look up skyward and see somebody in a Jurassic Park shirt and then miraculously coming back. Can I lose that spell slot because of that?
Yes, you sure do. Yeah, that counterspell. Oh, man, I love using counterspell as a DM.
Fuck you. All right. But yeah, I guess there's no place really for me to go where they don't see. I can get away, I guess. Am I engaged with them technically?
Oh, no. I mean...
Yeah, then I'm just going to go 5... Well, I'm gonna go behind the sconce just to give myself a little bit of cover.
Okay, yeah, that's actually, it's like a, these ones aren't sconces, these are like full basins, so like, yeah, you kind of crouch behind that. I would say that gives you like a quarter cover for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
So you actually would have a, if she attacks you from there, you would have a +1 to your AC.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm there.
Alright, so that is the end of Morton's turn. May, you're up. Rosie, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna start by casting Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay, so your vision kind of tunnels yet again, and she just seems to be the focus of your focus.
I'm gonna motion. I'm gonna motion a baddie to stay back for now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack with my longbow.
Okay, roll for attack.
11 plus 8, 19.
I think Morton, you're still inspired, by the way. I think Morton and May might be still inspired.
Doesn't inspiration only last 10 minutes?
Yeah, how long has it been since the gold fight? Oh, it's a good 10 minutes with this song.
Exactly, yeah.
So I cast False Life on myself.
What's False Life?
That
you did cast in that spell, so yeah, that would last. But you lost, didn't you lose False Life because you took an attack after that? Because you cast it on yourself mid-battle, and then I think you got another attack on you.
Here's the thing. I showed up to this with, when we started the session, I started with 1 of 25, but I had 6 temporary hit points, which I think I mean...
That is correct. You're right. No, that is correct. You did not get attacked after you cast False Life. So yeah, you had the 1 plus the 6. False Life lasts an hour, you said?
Yeah.
So those 6 would still be there, and then you add the 14 from... Rosie's spell earlier.
So say that one more time because I was reading just to double check.
No, you're good. You add the 14 to your actual HP. Rosie healed you 14 from that. Okay.
I got 15 and then 6 temporary.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm not inspired anymore.
But you're not inspired. No.
Okay, great.
Yeah, 19 did hit. Did roll for damage?
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Nice. So you shoot the bow, and it flies through the air and sticks into the side of the woman, and she... I mean, it does damage, it, like, rips at her flesh, but she doesn't even seem to notice it.
I'll just look over at Cuinn and say, don't be dumb, okay? And then that's the end of my turn.
All right. Rosie, you're up. Flint, you're on deck.
I'm going to stay right where I'm at, and at 2nd level, I'm going to cast Bless to all 4 of you.
Ooh, okay, perfect.
And you get a D4 to your attack rolls.
Perfect.
Or saving throws.
Yeah, and saving throws, yeah. Awesome. So, Rosie casts Bless on you.
I say...
On who?
Yeah, what do you say? On all of you, yeah.
So I look at everybody and I say, okay, Dune's blessing upon all of you. And then you see little balls of like white light.
Yeah.
Just flick
Like
through
for moments you like the lights float through the air and like May, the light like enters into the next arrow that you have knocked and then kind of like dissipates, and you have the saxophone and the rapier and the warhammer, and they just kind of like dissipate and spread, and you feel blessed. Would you like to do anything with your movement or a bonus action?
No, I'm gonna stay right here away from her.
All right, Flint, you're up. Quinn, you're on deck, yeah, buddy.
Hey, Quinn, this looks a lot like a zombie.
I don't know. I kind of see some horns on it.
I can give you change for a platinum if you need it. And then I am going to die if I stand here.
Okay.
And
I thought you were gonna say that, and I am going to cast die.
I just jump in the sarcophagus. No, I'm going to use my action to cast the spell Armor of Agathis.
Ooh, okay.
Which means I will gain 10 temporary hit points because it's a second level spell, and if a creature hits me with a melee attack when you have these hit points, the creature takes 10 cold damage.
Yeah, so you see, kind of like from the bottom of Flint's feet, you see his boots, and then moving up, this frost kind of starts to cover Flint, and his armor starts, where he does have armor, these like frost spikes appear, and where he doesn't have armor, this frost kind of fills it in until he has what looks like a full suit of plate armor, half made out of frost with some spikes coming out, and there's just this cold mist kind of radiating off of it.
The component for that spell is a cup of water, so I just pull out a bucket of water and I just splash it on my face.
He just like a Gatorade commercial, like all over.
Very much airplane where he has a breathing problem. Just
Yeah.
And then I just like come at me. I get up in her face. Come at me.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, wonderful. Quinn, you are up.
I'm just gonna take a couple steps. I'll go 20, 25. I'll go there.
Okay.
And then I will cast Dissonant Whispers, and
Okay. Which is
I have
a
to make a
wisdom saving throw.
saving throw. Yes, DC 14.
They got a 10. So.
So they take 6, 8, 9, 11 points of psychic damage, and they have to use their reaction to move their full movement away from me.
They have already used their reaction, which she cast Counterspell. So I don't really know what happens with that.
I would think that they wouldn't move.
Yeah, because the spell specifically says use their reaction. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't have a reaction.
Must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far.
Okay, so since she used Counterspell, her reaction is not available. But she does. Still takes a butt ton of damage. You kind of see like the lights that are illuminating from within her skull, Flint, kind of like flicker as this damage is caused, and she kind of shrieks off to the side. Angie hates that
I'll just look at him and be like, "What? You don't like jazz?"
Amazing. She looks over at you, definitely scared, but does not run away. And is that the end of your turn?
I will bonus action inspire Flint because he's I think inspiration. Yeah, I'll use my last inspiration on you, Flint. And you
wonderful.
Inspired. Thanks, man.
She is going to use her action to disengage.
Coward.
And then she's going to step to right there. She is then going to use her bonus action to cast a spell. From let's see, what's the range of this? 60 feet. Yeah. So, Quinn, beside you from out of the wall, this ghostly hand appears and it just comes towards your face with a swipe. And that is going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. Okay, this is going to be 9 points of necrotic damage as the hand just like hits you in the face and then just like scratches down. This is her spiritual weapon.
Not terrifying at all.
And that is going to be the end of her turn. Morton, you are up.
I am going to. I have literally one spell slot left, and I don't want to use that. I'm gonna take a dagger and fucking chuck it right at her.
Alrighty.
Fucking chuck it.
Fucking chuck it.
So that's and I had a +4, right?
D4.
Oh yeah, a D4 to your yeah.
Additional D4.
So the potential of 4.
Okay, so that 21.
21 hits.
And then 5 points of piercing damage. Let's just waft this dagger right across and go counterspell this.
Similar to Maewyn, it like flies across and just embeds itself right in her abdomen, tearing away at her flesh. But she doesn't even like look over towards you.
I look there, I look around briefly to see if anybody else thought that was cool, and then, like trying to hide myself with my bonus action. At least get like closer to the.
Yeah, I'll say especially because she didn't notice that. Roll for a stealth check.
Cool.
You did yell at her, but there's a lot going on.
Ooh, nat 20, 25.
Yeah, you kind of just like duck in behind these blue flames. You feel hidden from her sight. Maewyn, you are up. Rosie, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna just shoot another arrow from where I am.
Alrighty.
Is the sarcophagus tall enough that it's gonna impede my shot at all? Or
No. It's like 3 feet off the ground.
Is the D4 to attack?
Pretty high,
damage?
Attack.
Attack, yeah.
Attacks, okay. Ooh, I got a nat 20 and I rolled a 4.
I
know I didn't need the
triple
4,
damage.
She
but...
explodes.
Yeah.
She's gone.
That obviously hits. Roll for damage. So
And
you'll
I've still
roll.
got my hunter's mark.
Yeah, so you'll double all of that.
This
Yeah.
is a
I
probably
double the
triple
hunter's mark
damage.
too.
Oh yeah, you double all dice roll.
Ooh, I didn't roll very well though. 5, 6, 10.
I never roll well on crits.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. All right. I mean, the arrow just embeds itself right into one of the glowing eye sockets of her skull. She screeches really loud in pain. Yeah, I mean, that caused quite a bit of damage. It still caused quite a bit of damage, but, okay, so how does Hunter's Mark work?
Are you wondering?
I think the target just dies immediately.
No, what I'm wondering is they have a resistance to piercing damage. And so
it's additional points of damage, so it lists a bunch of different types of damage. So I think it's whatever.
Okay, so I think it's so I think it's half of all of that then. But it's still a significant amount of damage for sure. All right. So that is the end of May's turn, unless you want to do anything else.
Nope, and I can only do piercing damage, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, she seems to already be pretty hurt, if I'm being honest with you. All right, Rosie, you're up. Flint, you're on deck.
After seeing her take the damage from May's arrow, I look across the room at Cuinn, and I like smile at him, and then I look at the thing, and I say, "Why so blue?"
Jeez.
And then I cast Fairy Fire in blue
Okay.
on her, and she has to make a Dexterity saving throw.
That's so funny.
You can hear me laughing through my saxophone.
That is a 5. So
she fails. So now everybody who attacks her has advantage.
So you see her kind of like look over at you like, and this like blue kind of sparkling aura appears around her, outlining her for the rest of you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I look to Cuinn to see that he is laughing, and I feel really good about myself.
Wonderful. Flint, you are up.
Why so blue? I get it now. I run over to her, and I swing at her with my warhammer.
All right, swing away, Meryl.
At advantage because she's
advantage
blue.
and a D4.
That's correct.
And you're inspired.
Okay. 12 at advantage, but I have a D4. That's a 14 total, and
you also have a D6.
I'm also gonna roll. If I don't hit, okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's a total of
19.
So even with shield, it would still hit. So yeah. So
my advantage plus a D4 plus a D6 and not hit.
I was really tempted to cast shield.
So that would be 12 bludgeoning damage.
Matt, how do you want to do this, bud?
Nice.
I would like to take my big warhammer and hit her, like swing it sideways into her abdomen, and then have the abdomen disappear, and then the top half of her body fall down to the bottom half of her body.
Amazing. Flint swings the warhammer, and her ribs and spine literally just shoot off to the side, slam into the statue, scatter into a bunch of bones. The top half of her body falls onto her legs. She like seems to like try to like hold on to her legs, and then just falls to the ground, and the bones disperse. And there seems to be no more life holding them together. As that occurs, and Morton, as you're kind of like popping out from behind this basin, you see this outline appear on the wall, and the turnstile door kind of comes back.
Hey, look at that!
We did it.
Huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
How was that easier than the 2 Minotaurs?
I guess there's just one deciding factor that really turned this battle on our favor.
Yes, Angie.
Can I, as I watch Flint have the final blow, immediately just like look around every crack and crevice to see if anything's gonna happen?
I would join.
Yeah, make a perception check, both of you.
19 plus 4 is a 23.
23. Morton.
6.
23. With a 23, from behind the statue, you see some like from the wall behind the statue, some like dust settle and fall. But you don't see anything other than that.
Okay.
It's gonna be nighttime.
I'm gonna keep my eyes as this continues.
Okay.
I'm gonna look inside the sarcophagus.
You look inside the sarcophagus. There's a dank aroma coming from inside the sarcophagus, but other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything.
Is it a good kind of dank or is it a bad kind of dank?
It's a very bad kind of dank. It is not gnarly.
Not sick.
It is not. It is
gnarly,
sick.
but it's not gnarly.
And it's not the good kind. It's not the good kind of bad either.
I was gonna play a fun practical joke where I lay in the sarcophagus and I'm like, "Hey, I'm a zombie," but it's danked in there.
Why would that be a good practical joke after all of us almost got killed by undead things?
I'm trying to keep it light, Morton.
Hey, can anybody read what was under this book?
I try to read it.
I would say, Morton, you look at the runes under this book, clear sight of them now, and you've seen magical traps like this. This is a simple conjuration magical trap. They don't mean anything special. They were just the runes that set off the trap of the book being moved.
I explained that to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll hold up the book. Oh, go ahead, Angie.
Does that mean that was not Malar and that was just an aberration? Or was that Malar?
I assume it probably wasn't Malar.
It looks like it.
I don't want to
assume it
worry
wasn't?
anyone.
I don't know. I assume.
Are you saying, just to clarify for the DM, are you saying the dead person was Malar, or do you mean to say Navara?
I thought we were in Malar's tomb.
You're in High Priestess Navara's tomb.
Navara's tomb.
Who was the
Rosie knows that.
the statue of the Minotaur is the depiction of the god Malar. But the tomb, this whole tomb, is the tomb of High Priestess Navara, who was the last known priestess of Malar.
I want to check out the statue.
It is
close to me.
It is an intricately carved statue. Like the fur itself of the Minotaur is carved into the Minotaur to give it that texture. Is intense and intimidating as this is. It does appear to just be a statue. Morton?
Yeah, I can't recall. Did the body of Navara disappear?
It didn't disappear. It just became unanimated bones, basically.
Great. I'm gonna like, were there robes and shit on?
They're like a tattered black robe. Yeah.
I'm gonna look just in case, because they were looking for a staff. I wrote it down. A staff or something. What were they looking for?
I don't think we know what they were looking for.
You don't know what. Yeah, you don't know what they were looking for.
Yes. This is the scepter of Malar. Excuse me.
I don't think there's a scepter of Malar.
I literally have it written from session 5 that there's a scepter of Malar that is related to High Priestess Navara's tomb. Did I just?
No. I understand. I'm trying to be. Yes, the scepter of Malar was mentioned. But I mean, you don't even have to look through her robes. There is not a staff hidden within these tattered robes.
Is there anything that I can roll, like an investigation check or something, to see if there's anything of value on this dead body?
I'm just not gonna make it. I mean, it's just a body with robes.
Cool. I kick it aside.
Yeah.
Kick it aside.
I noticed that the book is written in Primordial, which...
yeah, I was just about to... Flint, do you want to take a gander at the
Yeah, I'll take a gander. But first, maybe we should, settle our debts.
Oh, of course. And I'll give him 5 gold.
Rosie...
Thank you.
It wasn't officially in the bet, right?
There's the sound of a slight... what sounds like almost the deepest echo, as if you caught the very end of an echo of a chuckle in the direction that you've been focusing and staring.
Okay, everybody be quiet for a minute, everybody, for Dune's sake, be quiet.
What's up? What's going on?
I don't think this is over.
Oh, then we're getting the fuck out of here. And I go right for the door.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean, Rosie?
What if we didn't find...
After we destroyed that little goober, and I point to the pile of bones, something's coming. I'm unsettled, and I think I just heard a laughter.
Okay,
it was probably that funny joke you told Rosie earlier.
That was good.
That was good, yeah.
Blue.
Where did you think you heard it?
In behind, and I point to, you said it was from where I've been looking, behind the, around the big statue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's coming from that.
Okay, let's run out. I'll speed read this book as we're running.
I squeeze through the statue.
Okay.
What if we need... What if what we need is not what we have currently? We need to push forward towards.
That's why I'll speed read.
I'll stay right here. I'm staying put.
The key is reading every 4th word.
Go on either side of the statue. Look around.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation checks for me.
As they do that, can I, as they're like going towards the statue, can I cast guidance on? I'll like put a hand on May as she passes, and just cast guidance on her. So you get a D4 to your investigation.
I stick my head in and go, "Hi, why aren't we leaving?"
8.
I got a modified 20.
Modified 20. You see some like dust and stone, like small pebbles that are on the ground behind the statue that definitely seem to be like a fresh color. As in having like just fallen from the ceiling or the wall where they had fallen from.
Am I able to see all the way like around back?
And then, yes, you are. You're able to walk around back, and that's what you see around there. And then, with that dirty 20, you hear like a clicking, like a slight tapping that seems to be moving away from you.
Away. Can I tell in what direction away?
It just seems to be. It seems to be fading as if it was moving away from you. But it's like an echoing kind of sound, so it's hard to...
Like, Cuinn, do you hear that?
No, but the statue is like really well made.
Listen.
Cuinn, you're focused on the like pretty detailed tuchus of this statue.
The statue's got like a real fat ass. Got a dump truck.
You need a detailed tuchus?
I want to check out. I want to look up and like kind of look at the walls to see if I can figure out where that dust might have fallen from.
You see like in the wall, like at certain points, like just small little divots.
Cuinn, look at these.
Do you see anything back there?
Should we push him?
Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, push one of them.
They're just like small little holes in the wall at various points, and you see them on the wall to your left, on the ceiling. They go across the ceiling. Make a perception check, both of you, or one of you at advantage.
Well, and
Go
May
at
still has
advantage.
D4.
Okay. 17
Plus your D4 if you want.
Okay.
Oops,
Oh yeah,
my
try the D4.
18.
Okay.
God damn it.
That's it? That's
What's the point of
nothing?
guidance?
Okay.
I mean, if it would have been a 4.
Can I put my ear up against the back wall and like kind of knock and see if it seems like it's like hollow behind it?
It is a very sturdy wall. It is definitely not hollow.
So there's divots that are going up the wall and then like back towards the middle of the room.
It's kind of hard to tell because they're a little bit all over the place, but that does seem to be the general outlook on them. Yeah.
Can I try to just like follow them, see where if they lead anywhere, like the divots where they stop?
Yeah. Make a investigation check.
13? No, 14.
They head back to the front door where Morton is. And you don't. I mean, they head back. Then there's like no more room for them.
See these divots, Morton?
What? I'm sorry, I'm outside the room. What?
No, he's right. He's standing right in front of you now.
Oh.
Because if you're standing at the doorway, he's right in front of you.
Okay. No, what?
We're
No.
not done in this room. Why are you leaving? Why are you running away?
I heard laughing. We almost died. I'm getting the fuck out of here. There's another room we have to look at anyway.
I'll just shake my head at Morton. Just like keep on looking around.
I lean in close real quick and go, I saw you not walking on the carpet. You were afraid of floors too. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll just tell Rosie like what we found so that we can keep looking for them. I'm gonna try to just like really listen, and I'm gonna ask Batty. I'm gonna have Batty do some sniffing and see if she smells the presence of anybody that's not us.
Okay. Make a perception check for Batty.
Where are your stats, girl?
I forgot we had Batty with us.
And I have an advantage because it's with smell. Not that it made a difference. 19. No, 18. Sorry, 18.
18. She seems to be There's a smell that she doesn't like in here, but she can't pinpoint where it's coming from.
Is it the weed?
It's because it's like all over. It's all over you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I bet
crops
it's Flint.
what we thought.
And she's also a bit confused.
Me too, girl.
She's like rubbing her nose, and like it's almost as if she's trying to like get like a clean palate almost.
Did we see anything from the book? Did we read anything from the book?
I'm reading. I'm actually
So I mean, it hasn't been super long, but as you've been reading the book, you notice that it is mostly in Primordial a spell book, with some necrotic spells in it, and then towards the back there are instructions for a ritual that would let the conductor of this ritual find where Malar is in the banished realm. And in order to do that, they need the Sept of Malar, which is why I was confused. Like, that shouldn't have necessarily been revealed. I must have just randomly said that at one point. But the Scepter of Malar is the staff that is needed for this ritual. And there is more to read, but right now that's what you got.
This seems like the book that's people are after, because this is some crazy stuff.
Well, hold tight to it, Flint.
Okay, I won't do this ritual. I promise.
Okay. Well,
I didn't-
then-
Well, you can't do the ritual without the Sept
yeah,
of
you need the
Malar.
scepter.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. I mean, I wouldn't
know-
do it if I had the scepter, but
So we're missing a piece then.
yeah.
This is why I think that Dune was right. I think that it's
Of course
probably
you
for
do.
the best that these people were banished and these entities were banished, because and I just start going on like a rant about like how Dune is the one true God. Like,
Towards the middle of it, I go, "That's so cool! Let's get the fuck out of this room."
We're missing the scepter or the sept.
Scepter, it's Scepter,
Malar.
it's Scepter.
Might be in
Scepter.
the other room. There was stuff in it.
yeah,
There's
maybe
divots
we're
in
done.
here. There's still something in here.
I want to keep knocking on walls, and because that one hallway opened up, and I just feel like I
Yeah.
want to.
All the walls seem to be solid.
Unknockable.
Are the divots enough for me to like get my fingers in and try? To,
They are actually,
I don't know.
they're about like, I would say, like 5 inches in diameter.
Oh, okay. So they're pretty big. Man.
I think I'm gonna come over here by Cuinn and Morton. I
Oh,
think
man.
maybe we are done in this room.
All right. Well, I guess we can come back if we don't find anything else.
I'll start
maybe-
heading towards the room with the things in it, the little bow. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah. I'll come join you in that room.
Is there any gold or anything on the statue, like jewels that are embedded into it?
Nope.
Haven't you learned?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
There's one big sign that says "Cuinn, don't touch."
I think that
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm so proud of everybody. I'm so proud of you as I'm like marching down the thing. I'm so proud of everyone. They're great work, everybody. Go team.
Yeah, go back to outside that other room with the.
Yeah. So, Maewyn, you were the last to leave. I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
I
It's
feel
our
that.
last chance to see the divots.
Do I still have guidance?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. Well, how long does guidance last?
Guidance lasts.
It's just once.
But it's
For
one
1
ability.
minute.
But it's one ability check, though, right?
That's 1 minute.
Well, I would
But
definitely say. Well,
the
first of
next
all, a
ability
minute. Yeah, a minute has
Okay.
passed definitely. But I also think it does say next ability check. Yeah.
17.
17. As you were like turning the corner at the bottom of the hallway, the turnstile statue kind of like moves.
I'm gonna telepathically to Cuinn say, the statue moved again.
I'll hustle back.
What
What do you
doing?
mean?
What are you doing?
The statue moved, Morton.
How do you know that?
Nah, I'm gone.
You didn't even see.
I'll just it did that thing again. It just moved a little bit. I don't know.
it moved like about like it did like a 180 or like a 90-degree turn and then turned back.
Like it looked like somebody else like walked through it.
Oh man. I mean, can you see invisibility? Do you happen to be able to do that?
No. Hey guys.
Did you say there was someone? Sorry, I'm back at the end of the hallway because I'm very confused. What did you say?
Can anybody? Can you see invisibility?
No, but I can try and do this. And I take my staff and I swing in a wide arch around me.
What if we just like block the hallway so it can't really get past us? You know.
I mean, at
stay
this point, it might have already
side by
freaking
side.
walked past us. I don't like.
That might.
Nothing happens in your immediate vicinity, Morton.
I guess
I'm
just
sorry.
keep walking, but be aware.
I do my same little thing that I've been doing the whole time. It's swinging out in front of me as I keep walking.
Okay.
Like the spider webs on a hiking trail.
I'll tell Batty to just keep sniffing.
She is growling as if there was someone right with you all that is not with you.
Is she looking in a specific direction?
That's what's confusing her. Batty is a very smart animal, but is a giant animal that does not understand the concept of invisibility.
For sure, yeah.
So she knows that something somewhere is here, but she can't see it.
Is there like dust? Like, is there dust?
Make a perception check.
I refuse. Get somebody with
14.
You're kind of like looking around at the ground. You do see some dust, and you also see above you some divots in the wall and ceiling.
Like new divots? Follow the divots. I'm gonna keep on trying to go like down the hallway to see if the divots stop.
You see. Yeah, I mean they continue. Not only do they continue down the hallway, but they continue in places where, in recent times, you have not been yet.
Okay. So I don't find like the end of the divots, which kind of all over the place, or.
Yeah, I mean, you start following them, and you're following them back to the entrance of the tomb.
Oh, okay. Right.
Morton, let's go check out this room. There's a bunch of weapons in there. Maybe there's a scepter.
That would be great.
You don't have to do that. We already came through this hallway.
Listen, somebody said somebody might be with us.
I feel like they're on the ceiling, maybe.
Yeah, Cuinn, make another perception check for me, Cuinn.
Yeah, I'm
that's a natural 20.
Okay, with a natural 20,
There
you notice that like kind of on the right walls of the way, because you're heading back towards the other rooms, right? So on your right side, you see some divots and stuff. On the left side, you also see divots, and then you look further ahead on the left side of the wall. I would say, like, in front of, like, probably, like, right here.
Okay.
Like, above this, basically above this torch, past Flint as you're walking. You see a divot appear in the wall and dust fall from it.
Flint, right above you. Flint, right above that torch.
I stopped mid-stride.
I swing upwards as soon as he says that.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow right above Flint's head.
Roll an attack. Morton, you don't hit anything. It's a...
Right, I figured.
Yeah.
It's like, whack!
Oh, at disadvantage, by the way.
Please don't shoot me in the back of the head.
11.
Yeah, nothing. It just hits the ceiling and cracks.
If you're out there, reveal yourself.
I think we should get
wanna
out.
Help you?
I run and like.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
Ah!
The invisibility of Quiz Rizik drops.
God damn.
Oh, fucking.
And the divots that you have been noticing are the 4 spider legs that are currently suspending him from the top of the ceiling as he starts to lower himself down. Well, I was having my fun, but apparently you all weren't going to continue until you figured out who I was. So hello, it's me. Good to see you again.
Okay, you revealed yourself. Now you can go away.
Boo.
Or we'll make you go away.
I will gladly leave all of you alone. I just need that book.
Oh.
Show us Tommy Two Tunes.
Tommy Two Tunes. I say the name again.
Give me the book.
I lean over to Cuinn, who's near me. I just keep saying Tommy Two Tunes over again. That's what happened the first time.
Absolutely not. What book?
Lucas?
I think you know what book, Cuinn.
I can't read.
Tommy Two Tunes.
All right.
True.
Either I'm handed the book in the next 30 seconds, or one of you dies.
Why would we give you this book?
Yeah.
You have
Start
done
with
nothing
Morton.
but be rude to us.
Fuck off. What? Hold on.
We're not giving you the book.
20.
No one has the book. I hide the book further in my bag. No one has the book.
I'll try to like make sure I'm over, or no, I'll stay next to me. I'll back up next to me.
15.
Do
I'm
you
just
think
gonna
it's been-
knock an arrow and shoot
Has
it
it-
at him.
Okay, roll an attack.
Has it been an hour since I cast Armor Bag at this?
No.
Okay.
23.
23. Okay, roll for damage.
8 points of damage.
All right. He takes the arrow right in his side, and then he looks over at you. Oh, well, I guess it's going to be you then, isn't it? Does a 29 hit you?
No.
And there's a gap in her armor class.
You're right. It hit you and Cuinn.
You take 16 points of acid damage
That's
as
not too
this ball of green energy slams into you, and immediately your body starts to your armor and fur start to sizzle on your body as you take that 16 points of acid damage.
You have the temporary hit points.
Okay, yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
Can you please hand me the book? This is, of course, I think you understand, your last chance.
Tommy
I bet
Two
you
Tunes.
can't even read Primordial, dude.
Okay, he's going to shoot he's going to look over at Flint, and Flint, he is going to, you need to, here's a story. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of a giant spider.
7.
I suggest that you hand me the book, and you feel very much in the core of your being as if you need to hand him the book.
Okay, take good care of it.
Cast Tasha's hideous laughter on Kid's Bob.
He looks over at you and he casts counterspell.
God damn it.
I
Okay.
smack the book out of Flint's hand with my staff.
Okay, roll for an attack.
Crossbow shot.
That's a nat 20, 22.
Okay, the book falls out of your hand and then he attacks you.
Wait, by the way, I have Armor Bag at this on. Does that?
Oh yeah, for sure it does.
If I'm aiming at the book,
I mean, it's him.
It says if a creature hits you with a melee attack.
Yeah, you were using a staff, which is a melee weapon. If you
Oh.
So if you were attacking his sword, you don't think that would count as the same thing?
no, I just didn't think if I'm aiming at the book, I didn't know what armor Bagathis actually does.
Yeah, I mean, he is the person that is holding the item, and it's definitely a melee attack at him. So yeah, what is the damage that he takes?
He takes 10 cold damage.
You take
Alright.
10 points of cold damage as the ice flies out, the spikes shoot out towards you. Yes, Rosie.
Okay, I want to try as I see it, because you said the book falls.
Yes,
Or
the
no.
book does fall.
So the book
yeah.
falls. I want to rush over to the book as if I'm picking it up. Okay. Here's what I want to do. Okay. I'm so anxious. I want it. What I want to achieve is to cast minor illusion on the book to make it look like it's not there, or like it's like part of the floor, all the while pulling out my History of Malar's Time book that I have in my bag of holding to make it look like it's the book that fell on the floor. I can roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
need
can
you.
roll magic.
Roll a sleight of. I mean, no. I'm gonna say that you are able to do that. You cast the spell so that the book
With
looks.
all of the like.
Yeah. But what he does is he makes a intelligence check or perception check versus your investigation check versus your spell DC. He gets a 15.
Oh! I have the emerald, so it is a 15. But if it meets, it beats.
If it meets, it beats. So he just kind of looks at you and says, nice trick. I appreciate the effort. Listen, for the sake of the infant that resides within me, I am going to offer you one last chance. If the next thing that happens is not you handing me the book, one of you will perish.
Morton's learned his lesson. He's not going to say a goddamn thing.
Well, I have the book.
You have the real book, yeah.
I look to the group. And I look at him. And then I look back to everybody else and I say, I don't want anyone else to die. Is it really worth it?
Is it?
I'll throw him the book.
Thank you very much. And he starts to look at it. See, yes, of course. He slams it shut.
Damn it. Never mind.
What are you gonna do with that book?
Well, I'm going to return it to the Animalia, of course.
Okay. Hey, group. I don't know if we should have given.
No fucking
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely not.
Hey, what if we
attack?
killed this guy and then never had to deal with him again?
Yeah, let's kill him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey,
He looks into his satchel and puts in the book. Please, take your best shot.
Okay, I swing my hammer.
Crossbow shot.
Okay, roll. I will allow Cuinn because he said crossbow shot earlier, and I will allow Flint to both make attacks. If you want to do that.
Yeah. Why would we not want to
And
do
it's
that?
not that worth it.
18 hits.
That's pretty good. 20. Are we still blessed?
Mm-mm.
No. 24.
You swing your hammer and he casts shield, blocking your hammer, but the crossbow bolt does hit him.
So that's 6. So 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage, right into his other shoulder. I gave you a chance. And he looks down at you, Flint. And rolls an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are going to take 24 points of lightning damage as a ball of lightning slams into your chest.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. I'm down.
You see Flint get hit in the chest and lands on the ground, skids a few feet, and is lightning arcs between his body.
Was this a melee attack, would you say?
It was not as a ranged spell attack.
Cool.
I'm going to reach over and cast invisibility on May and just be like, get out of here.
It's just it's in a bag, right?
It's in his satchel, yes.
I would love to throw a dagger.
Okay, all right, we're rolling initiative, I
Yeah.
guess. We're rolling initiative.
God, what?
We
I
need the
I tried.
Yeah, you had someone read the book.
Did he memorize it? We don't know.
I'm smart as hell.
All right, I'm just gonna use this same
What's
token
never
for
mind.
Riz. Or for Quiz, I should say.
Hibble.
It's Quizzic.
Okay. This is the second battle in recent times that I've started unconscious.
Deserve to order myself dinner after this.
Nice.
All right, you should be able to edit your initiative orders.
This is significantly worse than my first initiative roll.
I miss you.
Same. What have we gotten ourselves into? We're way
I
out
tried,
of
you guys. I tried.
Has everybody put in their initiative?
Yeah.
All right. At the top of the turn order, an invisible Maewyn. It is your turn.
All right, since I'm invisible, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind here and do not what Cuinn told me to do, and I'm gonna run right up to this bitch. 5, 15, 20. Oh wait, I can't get all the way up there. 25. Okay, well, never mind. I'll stay right where I am.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm gonna go just like over a little, so I'm not exactly where he thought I was,
Mm-hmm.
and shoot another arrow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Batty to stay with Cuinn.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 does. Yeah, I'll say his shield went back down. So yeah, that hits.
Oh, I was gonna cast Hunter's Mark first. It's okay. Never mind.
No, you can. It's okay. That's fine.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. 8, 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. You shoot him with an arrow. It appears. Your invisibility fades. You are no longer invisible. And that is the end
Sorry,
of.
Cuinn.
That is the end of your turn.
That was just my last spell slot.
Cuinn, you're up.
All right, I am tapped, so I'm just gonna shoot. I have no inspiration. I got nothing. I got no spell slot.
Literally same.
I'm just gonna pull out my little crossbow that's like half the size of a normal crossbow, and I'm just gonna shoot at him.
All right.
From which, make sure I'm close enough so it's not a disadvantage. 50 feet. I think I'm okay. No, I have to be within 30 feet. So I'll move right over Flint's dying body, and I will shoot with a crossbow. What is it? That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, nice.
I rolled 2 with this die. So that's gonna be
Too little, too late.
all right, so 6 plus that's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'll bonus action panic.
All right. Another bolt enters into his side. Oh, well, I've had quite enough of this. It's now his turn. He is going to right here, where I've just drawn that box. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. Radius. So it would need to be
There.
okay, so right here, surrounding all of you, he casts darkness. And so all of you are immediately immersed into darkness. Flint would be able to see with his devil's sight, but is unconscious.
Wait, eyelids, pretty good though.
And then Rosie, you see he turns over and looks at you, and puts a finger up to his lips, and then he is going to 40. He takes his spidery legs, starts crawling across the ceiling towards the entrance of the tomb. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Flint, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Slowly, painfully dying in total darkness. How I wanted to go.
Dream.
A dream.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've gone from
Ooh, I got a 10.
10, barely a success, but a success. Morton, it's your turn. Rosie, you're on deck.
I'm gonna attempt to run forward.
Yeah, I mean, you remember where forward is. I'm gonna say Roll a perception check for me.
That's an 8.
Okay, so with an 8, this is going to be at half speed. So you have half speed through this darkness, but you can make it through this darkness.
Right. Well, half would get me right there.
Yep.
I want to take my dagger, and I'm aiming to throw it and try to sever the thing.
The strap of the satchel?
The strap of the satchel.
Because you're going for a very specific target, this is going to be a higher AC.
I figured. All right. Come on, baby. Nat 20. Oh, well, not nat 20, but 23. I'm sorry, 22.
22 hits. Do roll damage.
4.
4. Okay. It hits the straps, severs it. It's like hanging on by a thread.
Yeah,
And your dagger goes kind of like flying past him.
Yeah. So I used half movement speed to get out there. Do I have more movement now that I'm there?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then I will. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
I do look to Rosie. Rosie's right next to me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody's tokens is where they are.
I go. The strap is loose. We can get the book.
Oh,
and that's all I say.
All right, Rosie, your turn.
I look Morton dead in his eye, hearing what he says, and I run past him to go into the magical darkness. Oh my god, it's so dark in here, I yell. And I would assume I can get, I was 5, 10, 15 feet into the darkness. Can I make it to Flint?
Roll a perception check. It'll be a pretty low DC. You know where he fell.
Yeah.
And you could just run into his body, but...
Oh. A perception. 9, 13.
Yes, you find his body.
Okay. I find his body and I cast Spare the Dying on him to bring him up to 1 hit point.
All right. So you... Wait, Spare the Dying brings you up to 1 hit point?
Well, it says you touch a living creature, becomes stable.
Okay, so
At 0.
So yeah, he's still unconscious. He just doesn't have to make death saving throws.
Okay, he's good.
But he's good.
1 hit point then. But he's good.
Yeah. So he's just unconscious, but he no longer. He's now safe from
Smack him on the face.
Safe from. He kind of like goes back down. Cigar. All right. So that is the end of Rosie's turn. May, you are up. Cuinn, you're on deck.
I would like to run toward where I think forward is.
Okay, roll perception check.
Modified 20.
Yeah, you're able. It is not half speed for you. You are able to just sprint forward.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you have 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
I have 25.
25.
Just too little.
Very lawyer question.
Um,
I already know the answer.
Objection leading.
Shit. I really wanted to shoot him. I actually will not.
You can use your action to, and you have Hunter's Mark on him. So I would say I would allow, because you have Hunter's Mark on him, I will allow an attack at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll try. I may as well try. 18.
18 hits. Roll for damage.
10 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Cuinn, you are up.
Is it a perception check to see if it's half movement?
Yes, sir.
That's a natural 1, but I can reroll natural ones. That's a 5.
Yeah, it's half speed for you.
Which is what, 10, 7, 25?
Yeah, and it's not like it's impeding your speed. You're just being more careful.
Right.
Yeah, as you're like running.
So I'll move. I'll step on Flint's hand. And I can move 10 feet So that's all I can move, and then I'll just use my action to dash and move.
I will allow you to get out of the darkness if you're using your action to dash.
Okay, so I'll move in between May and it's my action, bonus action. Yeah, that's it. I don't have a bonus action, so I'm done.
All right, it is now Quiz's turn as he looks back and he says, "How many chances do I have to give you?" And he is going to. I need Morton to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
That's the one thing I'm mad at. Actually, no, I'm not.
Just
Actually,
let it
wisdom is
go,
the thing
you
I'm
guys.
mad at.
Let it go.
I am pursuing. That is a 16.
That fails.
Damn it!
You take 30 points of necrotic damage as
30?
Yeah, 30. As a beam of green energy shoots through the air and slams into you, Cuinn, as you turn to look at him, it seems as if all of the moisture just comes out of Morton's face as he just kind of shrivels and looks almost as if he ages and then falls to the ground unconscious.
The famous
drinker.
Spell.
And then Cuinn, you see
This man some water.
You see him 5, 10, 15, 20.
Hold on.
You see him turn the corner and he is out of your eyesight for right now.
What's the rule about dying?
If you go negative your max hit points in one hit, you die.
Boy, that was real close.
Sorry, that's the end of, I apologize, I realized that I'm the DM.
And in that moment, he realized.
Quiz disappears past your eyesight, Cuinn, and it is now Flint's turn. Flint, you don't have to make a death saving throw, but you are unconscious. So you spend your turn, you did it for fun, so you spend your turn unconscious. Morton, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
I can't imagine why I would need to do that. Taking 30 necrotic points of damage. Oh, 11.
11. That is a success. And Rosie, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna cradle Flint.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell him the words of Dune. And I'm gonna tell him all about a really dark part of my life. Where I thought I wasn't going to make it either. But then I did because of the strength of my family and friends. And I'll just tell him that as I cradle him and push his beard apart and braid it a little bit.
I'm snoring loudly.
Okay.
Just asleep.
Perfect.
That's my turn.
All right. May, you are up. Cuinn, you're on deck.
I've got
Let the silver steps handle this.
I've got Hunter's Mark on him. I feel like I need to go. I'm gonna try to go to I want to go diagonally 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck, that's not as far as I wanted. I wanted to see if I could get around the corner, but I can't.
Yeah, you still can't see him.
So I'm gonna dash 20, 25 to this corner.
Okay.
So that I'm still not completely visible to him, but I'm closer.
You see him right there?
Okay. That's all that I can do.
Add him back to the turn when I deleted his token, he went away.
Oh,
all right.
Can I telepathically say to Cuinn, I have eyes on him?
Yeah, easily.
Just as a bonus action.
Yeah, for sure. Cuinn, you're up.
I've got these little legs. 5,
Me too,
10,
man.
15, 20, 25. Can I see him from that spot? Probably not. That corner's in the way.
I don't think so, no. You might see the end of one of his legs.
I don't know. I'm not gonna catch up to him ever. So I'm just gonna spend my action to try to play like a song that me and Tommy Two Tunes like would play, like with one song that we played together, and just try to use my action to play that song as loud and as good as I can.
All right, roll performance check.
All right.
Good move.
All right.
Two
Saxophone
tunes.
dice. Here we go.
Two tunes.
Plus
two
8.
tunes.
15.
Okay.
All right.
Tommy Two comes out to tell you it sucks and then goes away.
Cuinn or Maewyn, you do see a slight pause in Quiz, but then he continues on.
He paused.
The one thing a little help is bad at are chases.
He
Weakness.
One weakness.
he continues past the other corner, and he's now out of your eyesight again. But I mean, you do have Hunter's Mark on him. That is the end of his turn. Flint, you're unconscious. Morton, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a 3.
3. All right, 1 success, 1 failure. Rosie, your turn.
And the thing about it is that I didn't even know that I was going to follow Dune in the first place. I think what really drew me to that life was just the light, you know, and I'm like continuing to braid. At the end, I've gotten to the end of his beard, and I've taken a bauble and I've tied it in, and that's my turn.
Okay, wonderful. May, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna 5, 2, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna yell. Well, first I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
To like 5, 10, 15, 25, like here. And I'm gonna yell, Edmund, we need your help.
Okay, roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yep. $15.
Okay. Cuinn, you're up.
I'm going to run 25 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Try to do like a power slide and just really try to fucking belt out a Tommy Two Tune. Tommy Two Tune, Tune Tune.
You continue to do so, and to no effect.
All right, it was a 22, by the way.
Okay.
For record, it's a good song, but
it does sound very good, but it just does not have the effect that you're wanting it to have.
Yeah.
That is the end of.
I'll look around and be like, "This is literally all I can do."
You're doing great.
That is the end of Quinn's turn. Quiz takes his turn. Flint, you're unconscious. Morton, death saving throw for me, please.
All right, 15.
15? All right, you succeed. And then Rosie, I'm assuming you just keep talking to Flint.
And then it came time for me to do something about it, you know? It just sometimes you just have to do something about it. And as I say, do something about it, I cast Cure Wounds on Flint for 8 points of healing.
So Flint, you
do something. Hey.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Am I Dune?
and even though she can't see you, you can see Rosie.
Yeah.
I can see, yes, you in this moment are blessed by Dune, and I hug him really tight.
Oh, cool.
All right, Maewyn.
All right, I'm gonna go 5. Wait, I gotta be on this. 5, 10, 15, 20 to right
As soon as you
here.
turn the corner, the action that he was holding, he throws a spell at you and hits you with a 25. He then does 15 points of fire damage as a ball of red energy slams into you.
I'll use a bonus action to down my health potion.
That didn't make you unconscious?
Nope. I had those temp HP saved my life right there.
Yeah, well, they already used last time. Oh yeah. Never mind.
I forgot to add them, so I added them after you said that, and then they went away on this damage. But
Gotcha.
yeah. And then I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him.
Okay.
Oh boy. Modified 20.
All right, it hits.
7, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. Takes 11 points of damage.
And then I'm gonna, with my 5 remaining feet of movement, just like bop right back behind this corner.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Cuinn, you're up.
Seeing May get hit, I'm just gonna dash up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'll move there, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
I'll take out Rosie's special kitchen knife. My turn.
The darkness over Rosie and Flint dissipates.
Dune is here.
Oh, nothing's changed for me.
Because you were Dune all along.
I need both Cuinn and Maewyn to make dexterity saving throws.
Beautiful. Twin dice.
Twin dice.
That rolled out.
This is the most crucial twin dice I've ever seen.
Mine fell off the table.
Oh, not a good omen.
19.
22.
Both of you save, but you do take half damage.
I need this to end.
Rosie's poor heart can't take anything.
You each take 10 points of fire damage as a fireball explodes right in your area.
Shit. So 10 is half?
Yeah, 10 is already half.
Ooh, pretty low damage.
I'm at
lucky.
2 health.
And I'm assuming that's what... But that doesn't knock you unconscious either?
Rosie, I got healed a bunch because I started the session with 15.
He hit you at the very... He's hit you... This is his 4th time hitting you this battle.
I promise I've been putting in my damage.
Okay, all right. It's just surprising. How much health? How many hit points is your maximum?
40.
Okay, that's a pretty high. It's pretty high hit points.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
Wait, at level 4?
As I'm jerky on the
How's
ground.
that even
I mean, I
possible?
have 31 as a cleric.
F33 is a
I had highest possibility of 27. So maybe
I have 26.
I've been letting D&D Beyond do all my math. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I can be dead if you want me to be dead.
No. I mean, that's what we have.
convenient
People,
for me to die. I would.
The thing is, what is your Constitution modifier?
+3.
Okay, so that's 3 times 4 is 12.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would have had to have rolled. I mean, I guess 8 because for a ranger it's a D8, right?
It's possible you could just roll like a really high and.
But she just said she was letting D&D Beyond do it, which makes me think that it's just a 5 for each of those, which would be 5 times 4 is 20.
I'm sure it lets you roll it, maybe.
Have you been rolling for your HP?
Mm-mm. I just
That's
roll
why
up and
I'm confused, because if you're not rolling for your HP, that means it should be 5 added each time, which means I don't know how you have 40 HP.
I mean, I can go through and try to figure. I haven't rolled anything. I've just leveled up and let D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's totally fine. We're gonna keep you conscious for now, but after the session, I'm gonna look at your character sheet and see what's going on with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna punish you for surviving.
No. I mean, I want to be fair.
No,
you know,
I wanna be accurate.
like everyone else just said, they have like less than 30. So I want it to be even.
I mean,
Alrighty.
I have no constitution though.
Okay, so he then moves to a place where you don't know, from what you can see, and that is the end of his turn. Flint, you are up.
Oh, where's everyone? Rosie, thank you so much. I stand up.
Oh, it wasn't me. It was Dune.
Rosie, it was mostly you, I think. But I mean, Dune, of course, helped out. Thank you, Dune.
Oh, thank God bless Dune. God
I
bless Dune.
stand up. Oh, Morton is bleeding out nearby. I have a healing potion, and I'll run my half movement halfway to Morton. I can't quite get there. I'll
Wait,
take.
don't you have Devil Sight?
Yes, I do, but
There's no darkness anymore.
But he was prone.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I'll dash 10 feet. Embarrassing to dash only 10 feet. So I'll dash 10 feet to Morton.
Okay.
My potion ready for the next round.
All right.
That's it.
I think it's Morton.
Is it me?
Sorry, I apologize. I was reading something. By the way, you're good. You as a ranger's a D10. That's what was confusing me.
Oh,
Ranger's
okay.
not a D8. Average hit points for you at this level is 38, so you're just a bit above average. So that's my bad.
Okay.
That was just really confusing me. I just had to figure
And
that
you
out.
also have a high constitution, which helps.
And you do have a high
I would have
constitution.
thought it was
for sure.
wrong hearing everyone else's anyway. So
No. I mean,
It's
it is correct. You're good. Okay, so that is the end of Flint's turn. Morton, you need to make another death saving throw.
Don't roll one.
18.
18. That is 3 successes. So you are not. I think that's the same thing as stable. So you're at 0, unconscious.
Yep.
Okay, Rosie. Flint just left you after hugging you, though, for sure.
Just 10 feet away.
It was me all along. I helped. Oh my goodness. And then I use the rest of my turn to have an exorcism process.
Okay, perfect. I think that's great. That is the end of your turn. You are up, Maewyn.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Thank God.
God, that was not. I did not roll well. And then I just want to talk to Cuinn. I don't really even want to do anything. I will be able to find him more easily for the next 58 minutes or so. What should we do? Then that's my turn.
And then that's your turn, and Cuinn, now it's your turn. Is there a range on Hunter's Mark, by the way? I don't think there is.
With it, there's a range of when I can cast it.
Yes, I know, but
which is 90 feet, but no, there's not a range. I have advantage on any perception or survival check to find them for the rest of the spell.
Okay. Okay, yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cuinn, do you do anything on your turn?
Move up behind Mage, be like, well, I'm not gonna catch him. I'm spent. All I could do is play the saxophone.
Yeah.
And I don't see him, I'll step out, over here.
As you step out and your turn, I'm assuming, ends, you see the remnants of what you saw the first time you met Quiz of this arcane door dissipating.
Shit.
And
he's gone, everybody. And I'll just...
and yes,
Give it our best.
I would say we are now out of combat with that dimension door, and we are going to go ahead and take a bio break there, and come back after a little break to discuss what just happened. So we will be right back. Make sure you get up and get hydrated, stretch, and don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Oh, that was scary.
Hello, welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. After the break, Quiz Rizik had just escaped with the tomb, or not the tomb, the tome of Navarra. The tome and the tomb.
Tommy Two
Tommy Two Tunes.
The tome and the tomb. The Tommy Two Tunes was not at. And you all have dealt with the aftermath of this. In the last 30 minutes, you all have almost died multiple times. A lot has happened. But here you are.
I feed my potion to Morton. Actually, I look at Rosie. Should I feed my potion to Morton now, or just wait for? Because he seems fine. He's like stable. So.
I am
Well,
withered.
thank you for consulting me. As
Yeah, of
you
course, you're the
know,
cleric.
I have oh my gosh, thank you. I have been through a lot in the past few minutes. And I think it would just behoove us all, and I like yell down the hallway. I think it would behoove us all to maybe take a little rest here in this very safe hallway.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm not feeling so good.
I was in a dead sprint, and Kibble was just beating me at every turn.
Kibble?
We tried. With our little legs, we really tried.
If I had these damn short legs, if I had longer legs, I think we would have had.
All right, let's go hang out with everybody else.
Yeah, let's all just camp out for an hour around Morton's unconscious body.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Wait, you guys haven't healed Morton yet?
Well, we have limited resources.
Yeah,
and
if
it's
we're
like,
gonna rest,
We don't know
he'll be
how
fine.
long we're
He
gonna be
just
down
needs
here.
to sleep.
yeah.
He just needs a rest.
Just a
All
short
right.
rest.
And
I
my,
like
my-
unrolled my bedroll next to Morton, and I'm like,
Should we get out of this like hall? Should we go like?
let's go in that room with all the gold.
no,
The
that's a
gold's
bad
gone.
room.
Oh, we can
Gold's
sleep
gone.
in. We can sleep in Malar's hound's old cell that he burst out of. That'll be fun.
There's
Maybe
that
this
room
hall's
with
fine.
like actual literal beds.
That's so far away. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
dragging
true.
Morton.
That's true. Let's just sleep
I literally
here.
cannot drag.
Oh, we should definitely sleep in the room with beds. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, but there's like, weren't there dead bodies in those beds, or no? Is that just getting?
Are you
that
gonna
vibe
be?
for the
You'd
rooms?
rather sleep on the floor?
Yeah, definitely dead bodies in those beds for sure.
Absolutely
Oh.
sleep
Yeah.
on the floor.
I call the
Dead
biggest
bodies.
bed, and I run down the hallway.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep right here.
Yep, I'm gonna. Yep, just gonna. We're not sleeping. We're just resting for an hour, right? We're not going.
Well,
to bed.
I need a full 8.
But like here though, or should we like rest up and then leave?
I will say you do remember that Brick and Nisa are waiting out.
Oh, right where,
Quiz
Fiddle
just
went. Yeah, we
I
should
mean,
probably
we
go
can
check
come back
in with Brick and
tomorrow.
Nisa though.
Yeah, we
Take a
should.
little.
All right, somebody carry Morton.
Okay. And I grab Morton under the shoulders,
Okay.
and I cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Constantly guessing guidance every second.
Oh, you have to.
What check? Sorry.
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Oh, that's 18.
18. I mean, you're at half speed, but you're dragging him.
Yeah.
Morton, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah, sure. I definitely. That's not great. Nat 20, 21.
With the nat 20, you come up with 1 hit point as you are being dragged away.
Oh.
Did we get
Oh.
Oh,
You almost lose consciousness again, but you stay.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, Morton. Are you okay?
I feel like death.
You look like death. Oh my gosh.
I pushed a corpse off this bed and I'm sleeping in it.
Okay.
I thought we were going to check on.
It clatters.
Oh, we're not doing that?
I wasn't there when we decided.
Did we get him?
Yeah, we got him,
dead,
buddy.
buddy.
You don't even worry about it.
He's dead.
What's in the other rooms we never went into?
You're
forgot
okay.
about
Don't
that.
worry about it. We're gonna go get some rest. We're gonna see Nisa and Brick, and then we're gonna try again tomorrow.
I saw.
Well, we're coming back. We're not like I don't know. We should probably get that sword now that I.
Well,
remember.
I cannot stress enough to you how much I need a tight 8. Okay?
So do I, Rosie. But sometimes we gotta push through.
I don't think we can.
I cannot push through.
I'm gonna look down at Batty and give her a scritch and say, "Hey, you helped us find Nisa once. Do you think you can burrow to her?"
She kind of looks down at the ground, sniffs, looks back at you, and doesn't seem very confident.
Okay, that's okay.
No, Nisa never came over here, so she doesn't have Nisa's scent.
We lost Nisa.
No,
We what?
no. Yeah, I mean, I do think we should go check on them. Right?
What? Morton, can you stand?
I stand up.
Oh,
It's like, sort of.
Hey, Batty, can you go get Flint?
From around the corner, you see 2 shapes appear. As 2 forms, and Flint, from where you are, you hear 2 people like entering into the tomb.
oh God.
I'm asleep, so I don't hear anything.
Okay, perfect. Around the corner, you all see the visages of Brick and Nisa turn the corner. They are covered in what looks like real sticky webbing, but it's black. And it seems to be that they've like kind of ripped it away, but their clothes are still covered in it. And Brick kind of like turns and runs around the corner. Oh, thank God. Wait, where's Flint?
He's
We
sleeping.
lost him.
No, it can't be. Are you sure?
Yeah, we lost
Where is he? I might be able to help him.
I don't know where he
sleeping
went.
in that room.
Help him with.
He sprints back to the other room.
I'm gonna let him do whatever he's gonna do.
Brick runs into the room and sees Flint lying there. No! He sprints over. Flint, you feel Brick grab you by your shoulders. Flint!
Oh, yo, hey, dude, what's up?
Oh, you seem alright.
Yeah, I'm just catching a few Z's.
Oh, thank the gods. I think that, you must have just needed some sleep. Your party members thought you were dead. They're going to be very happy that you have made it through. We should be reunited with them.
Thank you for running to my aid, though.
Of course, yes, of course.
I give him a strong handshake.
Strong handshake. He leaves the room, assuming that you're following, but you don't have to follow.
Yeah, I'll follow up behind.
And he comes out and sees that you, Morton, are a little worse for wear, and he is going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Got any more of those cure wounds, Brick?
He will cast it on you as well. I'll just make this same roll for both of you.
You got a third one of those? Or?
Yeah, he, as a matter of fact, does have a third one. All of you heal 9 hit points.
Nice.
With his Cure Wounds. So he just walks over and kind of pats each of you on the shoulder. Oh, all right. Well, I'm so glad to see you alive. That creature that you must be the Quiz Rizik that you've been talking about.
Pop quiz.
He Pop Quiz, sorry. He webbed both of us and questioned us, and
Gross.
Nisa. I mean, it was either she was killed or I revealed the direction of the tomb, and
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can't
It's all right.
ever make that up to
Okay.
you.
No, that seems to be his main threat. No worries. No
I would have
worries.
sold you out if it was meant mine or my sister's life. So I believe.
Honestly,
I
that
don't blame
is good to hear, in a weird way.
I'll prestidigitation the webbing off.
And easily enough, it all just kind of like you hear a slight chord played, and it evaporates. Oh, thank you. Don't know why I didn't think of that myself. Appreciate it. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes and
Yes.
no.
Right.
We still have more to get. Well, now I'm feeling a little better. We can go maybe check out that other room.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, we had a book that detailed the ritual, I guess. The Flint read it, but then Spider Boy kind of took it.
My mind's like a steel trap, though.
Killed.
I, for one, I've told all them, but they don't seem to believe me that I think we need to rest either here or somewhere.
Well, we should maybe not rest inside a tomb of the dead. Maybe just a little bit further back into the tunnels or something.
The beds are actually pretty comfortable.
You know those have
Actually, not.
diseases, right? Like,
Oh, I don't have to worry about disease. I'm a dwarf.
It's not.
have you ever like gotten a cold?
Nope, never. I had the sniffles when I was 15 for 2 hours.
Insight check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
I'm
Matt,
surprised
roll
you
a
didn't
persuasion or deception check, whichever is the truth.
That's a. Oh wait, shit. What am I looking at?
Insight?
Insight. 14.
So I think it's the truth because of the fact that I have dwarven resilience and the resilient feat and the necklace of adaptation. So I rolled a persuasion check, but I only rolled a 6.
So you do feel like he is telling the truth, but it's almost as if you were making him doubt it, and so that's where the kind of the lack of confidence is coming from.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was 3 hours.
I've just never met anyone who doesn't.
The dwarves are known for their resilience to the common diseases.
Thank you. Firm handshake.
Not something I knew when I studied them.
Wow.
Yeah, we should step outside and sleep.
You said something about another room?
Yeah, there's those like.
There's 2 other rooms. There's the one with the weird head that we looked into, and then there's the one with the maybe weapons or something in it.
Well, Flint, you looked in the one with the weird.
Yeah, there was nothing in there. I mean,
Evan is asking, was there nothing in there? I
There
genuinely
was,
don't remember.
there was like, I mean, there was a broken altar and there was the skull, but it seemed to just be what would be a ritual chamber, like,
yeah, but I
basically like a chapel in a hospital kind of a situation.
Gotcha.
The other room had a couple of statues that were carrying weapons, like a sword and
Right.
a bow, I think, but none
Like
of them
a
were
scepter.
hammer. Maybe,
Like
hey,
what?
maybe there is a scepter in there. I don't know. Maybe we should check it out.
What?
I think we should check.
I immediately walk back and look in the room to see if there's a scepter.
There is not a scepter, but you do see a onyx, like obsidian rapier and an onyx obsidian longbow, and then at the base of each of the gargoyle-like statues, you see a plaque in primordial.
Cuinn, why would you say that there was a scepter in there?
I thought I saw a scepter. I honestly thought a scepter was a sword, but I guess I was wrong.
No, it's a scepter.
You're
A
thinking
sword
of
is a sword.
scimitar.
Ah, yep, that's
Oh,
it. Thanks,
that's
Flint. Hey,
what-
Flint, there's some primordial in here.
Oh, hey. I minored in primordial in college.
You see,
go to Alabama?
you read. Actually, I'm just making. It's still not been within an hour because you wanted to rest, but you hadn't started it yet.
Yeah.
But with the 10 minute rest, it's probably been like 30 minutes or something like that, 30-40 minutes. So you still have comprehend languages. So you go over, you read these plaques. You find out that each of these plaques is the they represent. So the other two weapons have plaques as well, and you see that whereas the two weapons are like actual altars with weapons, you quickly find out that these statues represent 3 other weapons, but the weapons themselves are not in here. They are the representations of these weapons. So the first things that you see is the rapier and the longbow have. It's very simple. It just has Navarro's rapier or Navarro's blade and Navarro's bow listed on both of those. And then the 3 statues are all parts of the Scepter of Malar. No one had walked into this room this far. They are 3 different things that put together represent the Scepter of Malar, and so the like title is like the Scepter of Malar, and then there's like this subsection that says what each of them are. The first one is the blade, and it's known as Guvar. The tale says that it is rumored to have been stolen by Brynax the Dark Knight.
Cool.
Cuinn
says out loud.
Brynax the Dark Knight. The other is the shaft part of the scepter. That is called iron. It's called, oh god, I didn't even think about the staff. It's the staff that makes up the scepter, and the staff is called Iron Lightning. And I need you to make a intelligence check for me.
To see if it's an innuendo.
Intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Really 6.
Okay. The DC was pretty low because you have seen a weapon that matches the description of this Iron Lightning on this statue. And it was constantly being used by your good friend Edmund. Edmund had that long iron staff that he would use to cast his spells and use his spells. And it was the Iron Lightning, according to this statue, was rumored to be lost at sea.
I'll scratch that out and update it with.
You scratch it out. After taking the time to do that, it's like 59 minutes left on your comprehend languages. The last part is the gem of the scepter that forms the pommel, called the Rusifta Ruby, and it was rumored to be gifted to the humans long ago. And immediately, the name of that ruby rings true in the Silver Step Twins' ears as one of your parents' prized possessions.
Okay, so we got 3 items that all make up the scepter. 1 item is with quiz, so we can safely rule that out forever. 1 is the blade. Brynax the Dark Knight. Do we know anything about the blade, about where it could be?
Rosie, make a history check, and Cuinn, make a history check.
So the blade's not right there, that onyx blade?
It is not. That is called Navarro's blade.
You said a
one, but
history?
that's the third time I got
the Guvar is, yes, history, sorry. Guvar is a blade, but it's more of like a long spearhead, basically, so it's not like a sword. It's more of a dagger if you were to use it by itself.
15.
15, and then Rosie?
Got a 5.
Okay, so Rosie, you do not know who Brynax the Dark Knight is, but Cuinn, you have heard a song that tells the tale of Brynax the Dark Knight, who was a warrior during the Divine Blight that ended up living for centuries past it, and ended up being He lived during the Divine Blight, and then he was corrupted by the Blight, and then ended up living centuries past that, being an advocate for this Blight, and, like, you know, spreading it throughout Tayaroth. He is rumored to be buried beneath the city of, what's the name? City of Sildira. Sildira is at the very southern, not at the very southern tip, but in the south of Tayaroth, across the... Alright, let me just pull this up real quick. Hold on. I just thought I would remember all this, and I don't. It's been a long
I'm
time
singing
since
the song as this is happening.
Your
I'm
fictional
singing the song.
geography.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, so you are in Barrington, or north of Barrington, which is also in the, like, kind of middle northern part of the world of Tayaroth. You know that Sildira is at the southernmost tip of the Drea Sands, which is the massive desert that kind of sits right in the middle of Tayaroth that separates the civilizations from one another. It is a ancient city that is now considered to be, from what you've heard in your travels, a, like, really, like, bohemian, lawless kind of place.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'll sing the song of Brynx the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Share that
so
information.
let's find out where the quiz is going.
Morton.
I take my staff and, like, lift the rapier, like, up a little bit to see if there's any, like, sort of triggering anything.
You, both the rapier and the longbow, whatever magic, you do see some arcane runes around it, but whatever magic would have activated with these weapons seems to have dissipated with the death of High Priestess Nabara. Or the re-death, I should say.
I grab the rapier and inspect it, and then will put it in my inventory.
Yeah,
I can tell you what they do, both of them, if you give me like 20 minutes.
That'd be great.
I want to know what the longbow does.
I'll start with the longbow if we're going to take a rest in this room, maybe.
There's no magic that can kill us in here, sure.
Yeah, let's just chill out.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and say, for the sake of it, that you guys can take a short rest here in this room. And during that short rest, you cast Identify on both of these items. They both require attunement. They are a +1 rapier and a +1 longbow. And in addition to that, they also deal an extra 1d4 necrotic damage with each attack.
Okay.
It's very good.
Are they...
Not my style, though.
They don't happen to be like cursed or anything, right?
Does the Identify spell say that you can...
I'm asking you as a DM.
I'm asking you as a friend.
They seem... I will say this. They seem like very powerful weapons, and they seem to have been born from a darker magic than you are used to, but from what you can tell, seem to just be pretty powerful weapons.
I'm just gonna hand it to May and be like, this seems like very cool, but I would be extremely careful with this.
Okay. I'll hold on to it.
Right.
I take the rapier.
Okay. Do you both attune to these items?
I would love to.
No, not yet. I'm gonna just take it right now.
Smart.
I'm gonna.
Can you attune to it?
Sure.
While attuning to these items, because they are separated and attuned to two different people, I will say this is something in combination with your Identify spell. You would probably know this about the item as well. Any damage that either of you take is halved to the other person.
So if we get hit, they get half damage.
Correct.
Great.
Maybe Morton should give that to Cuinn. Makes more thematic sense. No offense.
Absolutely not. What are you talking about?
Why not? I use a rapier.
I
It's
like
just more.
that
It's just
one.
more satisfying, you know.
You were in a genie's bottle. I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, but I will say, and even though I know I'm new to all of this, but you know, Cuinn does use a rapier, but Cuinn also uses a saxophone a lot more.
Who are you?
Sorry,
Paul with us at all. I've been with one battle with you. You're throw me under the bus.
But also,
Yeah, fine.
the twins having those weapons is pretty cute.
I will say, Morton, if you somehow get hurt and then do damage to May, I will do double damage to you. So whatever you want to do.
I'll break your saxophone. We can do this all
Good
day.
fucking luck, buddy.
All right. The short rest is had. And I will say,
you got an extra 2 hit points. Whoever used hit dice.
great. Rosie, I'm gonna say because you spent a short rest in this tomb and you were just kind of naturally attuned to like religious. Never mind.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Because you're kind of like attuned to just like religious and that and like atmosphere. This place it really gave you the spooks and gives you the spooks still, but whatever was going to cause you danger in this tomb is no longer a thing. This is just now a place, a very ancient place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does anyone know where the Rusifta ruby is? Anybody at all?
The what?
I'm just gonna look at May.
Sifta
It's part of the
think we
Scepter of
do.
Malar. Oh, what? How? You
I think.
guys have a
No.
lot of secrets.
Look, I didn't know this was a secret. I didn't
You're
even
a
know.
genie, man. I don't want to hear you have secrets.
Yeah. I
Am-
think
am
our
I?
parents have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Our parents have it.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
why
then
not?
I think the bad news with that revelation is that aren't your parents like involved with the Animalia?
Yep, they are
Okay.
For
maybe founding
sure.
members. I don't know.
And Quiz said he was going to get the book to Animalia and has confirmed to have the staff. So the last part is the blade in that city with that Bryn.
We at least know where the blade is, so that's fun.
That's probably where Quiz is going. So maybe we should
gotta
go
get
there.
there fast, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we get the ruby? What if we
could
know our
try.
parents have it? What if we take the ruby?
Where do they live?
Well,
We're gonna have to confront them eventually, I think.
I mean, we don't have to confront them. What if we just sneak in, take the ruby, get out?
that's
completely
true. We do
unseen?
know we snuck out.
We sneak back in,
It's
sneak back out
closer.
again.
So if you
I
ask,
think probably Bayhoff is closer than.
Yeah, Bayhoth would be closer. Bayhoth is just closer if you would consider crossing the entire desert to get to Sildira. But most likely you wouldn't choose that route, which means Bayhoth would be much closer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I'm saying? So it's like, here's where you are.
Direct route is.
Yeah,
a
like
little bit
here's
closer. We have to
Sildira, but
take
you'd have to
Bayhoff.
go all the way to a desert. But here is
Mhm.
Bayhoth's, or so
Yeah.
like going to Bayhoth is technically closer. Both scenarios it's closer, but it's just
yeah,
yeah,
easier
Um,
for one way.
yeah.
so what's your relationship with your parents? Like, if you just ask them for it, would they say yes?
No, they cannot see us. Yeah,
What?
they-
Why? Really? They can't see you at all.
Yeah. I mean, they could see us, but like if they see us, it's not going to be good. We're not on
Gonna
good
go
terms.
well.
Really?
You in a
That's-
fight?
They're,
Well, I can teach you a couple recipes that would really just knock them off their feet, and maybe they'll forgive you.
It's really more of like they're not good people. If you haven't noticed,
Oh, because of the Animalia thing, yeah.
Yeah.
and a lot of other reasons. We do have, I don't know, we do have other siblings. I don't know if any of them would be willing to help us, but There's a lot of people to run into if we sneak in.
Did you have one at that meeting? What was his name?
That one.
Yeah, his name.
Was it Darren?
Gilbricks.
No,
Gilbricks.
Darren.
Darius
brother.
was there.
Darius is my son.
Yes.
Well,
And
Gelbricks.
Gilbricks, yes.
we know that Gilbricks is involved somehow, and we have at least 2 other siblings that we know are involved with him.
You know of Gelbricks. I mean,
But-
you could always talk to him.
Yeah.
No, we promised we would go with him, and then we kind of ran. That's who we were running from.
We
Oh,
know that
right.
he and his 2 closest, he's a triplet. He and his other 2 are deeply involved with their parents. I don't know about our other siblings.
You know where they
so
are.
it's a stealth mission.
Where our other siblings are,
Yeah,
they're probably at
in
home.
Bayhouse. Yeah.
They never really leave our parents' side, to be honest.
Okay, I say we go to Bayhoff, and then you 2 either sneak in or, I don't know, confront one of your siblings to help us out. And maybe we can get the gym. Otherwise, keep heading south to get
If we
the.
sneak in, we may have no
Do-
choice but to confront a sibling.
Do we know where our parents kept the ruby, or is it something they kept on them? Or
It's not what they kept on them, and it's not even in some big vault area. It's in it's in the 3rd floor of the home in a long ballroom that has been transformed into kind of a mini exhibit of their most prized possessions, and it's in that room, which you do know has some security measures, but it's not necessarily a bank vault in the largest city or something like that.
have you guys ever seen Ocean's 11?
Yeah, yeah.
See the notion.
It'd be like that.
How rich are you 2?
Us
How rich
two?
are we?
Yeah,
Not very.
However much gold Cuinn just took from that room.
Yeah.
but
How rich are our parents?
Yeah.
And family?
Very,
Very rich. Stinking rich, you could say.
Mm. Wow, it's crazy. You don't seem to be spoiled brats.
Thank you.
When you're the 2 youngest of 11, it doesn't work out in your favor very
Well,
often.
the youngest always got spoiled the most.
Not
No,
in
thank-
halfling culture. Maybe in human culture.
I'll never understand halflings.
Why not? There's books. You'll read it now.
But if I knew why, I don't know why.
I think
Okay.
going there is a good idea. I think the sooner we can get to them, the better chance we have of them not knowing that we're actively against them.
Yeah.
Well, I think they already know because of Gelbricks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they don't know that we're going. We didn't know that we're at the 2, so they don't know that. But
Do we have any unfinished business here in Barrington or in underground? Maybe we should stay underground for a little bit longer.
Do we
I
have
want to
to
get out of here as soon as possible.
go through Barrington to get to Bayhoff, or is it just a straight shot from this? Because you said it was north. We were north of.
Yeah, you're north of Barrington, but you would be going through the woods. Which I mean,
So we-
you could avoid Barrington if you wanted to.
But if we didn't want to.
If you if you didn't want to, it would be on the way. It would not add to your trip.
I mean, if it's okay with the party, I would love to go through Barrington, just to tack on Gil
Yeah.
and
We definitely
Yeah.
have some friends that could help us there.
Get some supplies, if anything.
resupply
That would be
and get ready
great.
for this trip.
Hmm?
I think I stole enough for 2 health potions.
And I also veto traveling across the desert. That's the opposite of traveling underground.
Is it?
Well, I guess we
Wouldn't climbing a mountain be
I love mountains. What are you talking about?
But you love the insides of mountains.
Yes. Yes. I like being high up but also underground.
Yeah. That's funny.
So to
Yeah.
Barrington.
guess we gotta
Well, how-
hope that everyone else got the tunnels cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
first
they-
things first, you would have to just get back to Keenor.
Yeah, they thought they knew a way out though, right? They thought they could
Yeah.
get us out of here.
They knew
I think they owe us one.
No. They weren't searching for a way out. They knew of a way out. They just needed help clearing the tunnel.
That's right. That's where you and
Chad.
JMO.
Yeah.
Well, should we go?
Okay, well, let's head back to Kenor right now, and then
Yeah.
see if we can figure out a way to get out of here.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah,
Like a good plan.
I guess. I need to sleep.
I will say, for the sake of brevity, you make it back to Kenor without harm. You go through one of the spotlights again to get into the city. You are taken to the castle, and Moyname is there, and he informs you that Prince Triv and the others are not back yet, but that you
Just
can
glaring at Moyname.
make yourself at home. He glares back.
Why are we
Keeping very distant from him.
glaring at Moynihan? Hey, how you doing, Moynihan? Good to see you.
Hello, good to see you, sir.
I guess Cuinn would probably like Mask a lot. Fan of Mask, so never mind.
That's up to Quinn.
Yeah.
Morton,
Can
did
we
you
sleep
sleep?
here?
Of course, yes. Please make yourself comfortable until the rest of your party. Well, I mean, until the end of time, as far as I'm concerned.
I would love to. I go face first onto one of the beds.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I was gonna say that to Moyname.
I work very hard. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And you all find yourselves asleep.
Night-night.
For like an hour before sleep, I go to have a quick cigar
Okay.
in the cigar room,
In your
You're a
cigar
cigar
room.
man, though.
my urn.
I smashed the urn.
You wake up the next morning. You, Chad, and Prince Triv have not returned. They are still gone. But Moyname is out in the common room of your rooms as you enter. And the first thing that he says is, "Hello, good morning. Prince Triv and your other two friends are on their way back, so they should be returning today. But they are not here yet. So please make yourselves at home again. Can I get you anything to eat? Anything to drink?"
I would
Yes.
love tea and a little, like a little breakfast cookie, please.
Of course.
Bacon?
Of course.
Do you guys have bacon?
Fried scorpion.
Yes, yeah, we have some fried scorpion, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Anything else?
Do you have like fruit?
Fruit? No.
Nuts?
I'll take
berries,
a baked.
No.
I'll take
vegetables?
a baked thorax and an apple juice.
Okay, of course, yes, apple juice. We have lots of apple juice. Lots of apple
What about
juice.
If you have no
what about the fruit?
Where do you get the apple?
You said no fruit.
We don't have any fruit.
No, we
All
don't.
right,
we
I'll
don't.
just take some potatoes.
We don't.
Where do you get the apple?
We have lots of different types of mushrooms that you may enjoy, Maewyn.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Can you bring some for Batty too?
Of
She
course.
might
Do
want
you have
some
any-
fried scorpion too.
Wonderful.
Do you have any
What was
like?
that?
Do you have any like mushrooms? And I'll look at Moyname.
Oh.
Do you have any, like-
Yes.
Just how much? I mean, could you bring those? Could I?
Oh, of course I could. Yes.
I would love
yes.
some mushrooms also. If
You
you're
just
giving
mix
some for
them in
Quinn.
with my mushrooms, and then I'll be
course.
surprised.
Yeah.
What's in the apple?
Well, I mean, what do you
All
mean?
right, I guess we're doing it.
I mean, you're just already getting mushrooms. Mix in
Oh,
more
but
mushrooms.
Quinn said mushroom.
Like mushrooms, I'll give them a wink.
Is there a difference?
I got mushrooms and mush.
I'm a little confused.
Drugs. I think they're thinking of the drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you,
I don't want
Uh,
any.
Hallucinogens.
Oh no, I would never.
Come on. No, can I insight check him?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Can I insight check the god of mischief? That's pretty good. 19.
I mean, what are you inciting?
That he would never. That he has no idea what I'm talking about. Like
He knows what you're talking about.
Oh.
He's saying like I would never like spike your food is what he's saying.
But what if we asked you to?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't want that.
I don't have any access to any hallucinogens, and with that 19 insight check, he for sure does have access to the hallucinogens.
Come on. We're cool. We're not cops, man. We're not gonna tell on you.
Oh.
I thought you could get like anything. You just
listen.
seem like
I have a
the guy
very
who can do
limited.
anything
Listen,
around here.
okay, listen to me. I have a very limited amount. Okay, and it is a stressful job what I do. All right, and so
We're
it's,
pretty
it's
small.
for me.
We're halflings. We don't need much.
We can split a portion.
I don't view you as any different from me. So
Our digestive system will let us split half, though.
no,
I got gold.
no.
I'll take a fruit smoothie.
Okay,
Wonderful.
fine. I'll just take
hold on.
regular mushrooms.
Hold on a minute.
I'll be right back with everything. And he starts, what?
What's in the apple juice if you don't have fruit?
We don't have fruit underground.
I need Morton and Maewyn to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Yay!
That seems fun.
Oh no, that's a 10.
Oh, a
I
4.
froze.
Both of you fail. Both of you, are first of all a little, like you got some bags under your eyes. You're a little tired. And for some reason, you're just a little. It's just a small feeling, but you're just a little suspicious of the other's motives.
Why do you want
The
the
others
shrimp
like
so bad?
us.
I want to get rid of this longbow.
Why do you want the shrimp so bad?
The shrooms?
Yeah, that's weird.
What do you mean that's weird? I
It
think
is
that
kinda weird.
completely is in line with my
Hey,
personality.
Hey, everyone, I would be very careful about the shrooms.
No, I'm sorry. Just to clarify, Morton, you are very suspicious of Maewyn. Maewyn, you are very suspicious of Morton.
Oh.
Oh, what else is new?
I say the same thing. I say the same thing.
And I don't even, and honestly, I shouldn't even say very suspicious. It's an inkling of a feeling. You're just, the other person kind of makes you feel off.
Why are you going for the shrooms at breakfast? I mean, we've got to get out of here. That's a little weird.
We have some time to kill.
Not really. We have,
Why do you
That's
care?
not the end of the world. Why do I care? What do you mean? Why
We
do I
hear this.
Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, I mean, they're just
I'm
doing it.
talking out loud.
Yeah.
It just seems a little weird. We're gonna travel for a long time. Why do we want to be stoned and hallucinating out of our minds right before we do that?
I don't know. Quinn brought it up. It seemed like a good idea. It seemed like it could be fun. Like we could I don't know, loosen up a
bonding.
little bit. You could definitely loosen up a little bit more.
A lot.
I loosened up when I fucking died. Yesterday.
I did too.
I feel like you tightened up after that, to be honest.
There's a knock on the common room door.
I answer it.
Brick is ready, waiting with a firm handshake.
Oh yeah.
And he walks in and says, good morning. How'd you all sleep?
Good.
Good, excellent
Great.
beds down here.
Wonderful. I'm glad. Are the others not back yet?
Not yet.
Later
No,
today.
no,
I see.
Hey,
Right.
they're
Brick,
on their way.
Yes.
you know where anybody can get some mushrooms? Like mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. I mean, I have a few.
Right now.
Kinda like,
Well, not on me, no.
can
Oh.
I maybe purchase them from you? It's just,
No, you wouldn't have to purge. I mean, if it's really that important to you, I can go back to my home and.
Before we leave, before we check out, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
Clarify
I would
that
love
you mean mushrooms, so not just like mushrooms.
Oh, the ones that make you kind of like trip?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Right, yes, I can get that for you.
Nothing else.
Probably enough for 2 people to take one
Perfect.
trip each.
One,
Sounds
two.
great.
Be careful of your halfling constitution.
You said this was a bonding thing, but you only are getting them for you too. That's just bizarre.
We need to bond. It's been a while.
Maybe we should grab the other dosage from Moyname so we all can join in.
I mean,
I
he
would
doesn't
like to be
seem
left out.
Cool enough to share, man.
I mean, I could try to convince him, you know.
Yeah, please. Does Nissa have any?
No. God.
She's
I
like,
don't know. And he's kind of like, he was joking with the no. He's like, I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Sometimes you don't know what your siblings are up to,
For sure.
They certainly know about that, and I point at the twins.
Oh, I know everything Cuinn does.
Absolutely.
Everything?
Everything.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want to know, but I know.
Cuinn, put a number behind your back. I want to see if Maewyn can.
All right.
He doesn't have any fingers up. He's fucking with me.
I got one.
He was fucking with me.
Tactically.
There's another knock at the door.
Yes.
Maewyn with his little with his little tilted chef's hat comes in with a cart filled with all of the items that you asked for.
Ooh, I dig into the thorax.
I have a question, Moyne.
Yes.
What's in the fucking fruit if you said there was no fruit down there?
What do you mean what's in the fruit if there is no fruit?
There's no fruit down here. How many times do we have to say it?
There's no fruit.
I take a sip
Apple
of
is
my
a
fruit
fruit.
smoothie.
What is this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fucking that!
Can I try it?
Of course.
I'm gonna take a sip of it.
It is clearly made of bug parts.
This is bugs.
Oh,
Yeah, a fruit smoothie.
It's bugs.
It's made of giant fruit flies.
It's made of it's fruit
Wait, why do you
flies.
have fruit flies down here?
What?
Bullshit, and I take it because Maewyn said it, and I take a sip. And
Yeah, it tastes like bugs.
you just wanted me to sip that just to check. Come on.
You should try my applesauce or my apple juice.
No, I'm good. I'll have the thorax.
The apple juice is apple juice, though.
Yeah, we squeeze it from apples. Have you heard of them?
I'm gonna
Apple
try
like
the
a
apple
type
juice.
of bug.
An apple fly.
No, we just have them. Sometimes. Okay, it's not apple juice.
What is it?
I mean, it is, but I've created it.
From what?
Well, I just, you can't magically create things.
Yeah, but not
Okay,
like.
of course, everybody can.
But apple juice. I don't know anybody who's ever been able to create apple juice.
Oh, minor
Well,
illusion apple.
a pleasure.
I have minor illusions.
Yeah, you don't know how to do that.
I'm not distrustful of you.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
What?
Well,
What?
continue, please.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am a person who can conjure apple juice.
Mm.
Are you okay?
I went somewhere for a second. I'm here though. It's fine. You know, you just kind of like
get your mushrooms.
you just kind of zone out. What?
Did you go get your mushrooms? Is that why you?
Are you holding out on us, man? Come on.
Please.
Make a persuasion check, Cuinn.
You're holding out on us.
I can treat that as a 10. So 16.
All right, I can offer 2 doses of mushrooms.
Okay, so that gets us up to 4. Rosie's out. That's all of us.
Rosie, are you gonna be mad at us?
Well, I'm not gonna be mad.
You
Okay.
could be like our guardian Sherpa. You know, you
I
can
already
make sure
am
we're
your
all-
guardian Sherpa.
Exactly. So nothing
That's
changes.
true.
Break in, my name, leave, and come back with shrooms.
Where's Nisa?
Nisa doesn't need to be here.
Oh,
Can
Nisa, she's at home. I can get her if you want me to.
No.
No.
I just thought maybe she would want a scarf or something.
Well, she's just been resting, of course. She's had
Yeah.
quite a time of it recently.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right.
I actually made my saxophone on shrooms. So that was.
Oh, you did,
Wow.
didn't you? That was
Well, if there's nothing else that you need, I will be leaving. I appreciate it.
Bye.
How's the tunnel going? What did you say about that?
They should be back sometime today, last I heard.
Oh, wonderful.
How'd you hear
What?
last? Some spell?
Yes.
Probably the same thing they used to
Uh,
create. Can you teach me to create apple juice?
For Marina, what?
Oh, I was just wondering if you could teach me to create apple juice.
And then he walks away.
Oh, wait a minute. Aw,
You love apple juice, man.
Well,
You
you
love
will
apple
be
juice.
okay for about maybe like 30 minutes.
I think these mushrooms will last longer than 30 minutes. Yes.
Well, how
Are you
long?
gonna
When
go
do you
somewhere?
need me to be back? If I was
Where are
to
you
go.
going?
I was just gonna find Reva.
Riva.
Oh,
Who's Reva?
No, Riva. Oh, sorry. He just said that he heard the way he heard that they're going to be back today was Riva,
Mm-hmm.
as in she's with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm staying right here.
Rosie, we need you here to help make
Yeah,
sure none
yeah,
of us
help.
have a bad.
Can I do a nature
Yeah.
check on these mushrooms just to see how strong I might think they are?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Morton. Just live a little, man. Stop inspecting them so much.
Well, you know what? And I say nothing, but I definitely glance over at May for a moment. 5.
5. You have no idea how strong these mushrooms are.
Sometimes you got to jump in with 2 feet, and I'll take the mushrooms.
Oh
All right.
my Dune.
I have to confess that I haven't really done one of these since I was in college. So well, we'll try it out.
Okay.
After you, May. No,
What?
after you.
Okay, yeah, I'll eat them.
Okay.
I wait until they're definitely swallowed, and then
All right.
I swallow mine from Brick's offering specifically.
I'll take mine from my name mask.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All right, then I got bricks.
Brick's wouldn't poison us, but Moyne definitely would for some reason.
Zach definitely prepared different mushrooms for Moyne
Yeah.
and Rick.
Zach definitely prepared mushrooms.
I would love
Yeah.
to do the genus and species, the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species of these mushrooms.
I didn't, and they're all the same mushroom. You start to trip. Morton.
Yeah.
First of all 4 of you fall unconscious. You like start tripping and like
Is this normal? I should have asked.
it's
before.
like the lights get brighter, everything gets more intense, and for like 30 minutes it's just like pure euphoria. And then eventually you just kind of like pass out. Morton, as you were passed out, you are all of a sudden back in the classroom. You are back in Bayhoth, and you see the previous owner of your spellbook, as he is currently kind of pacing back and forth. You're like sitting at a desk and there's no one around you, and he's pacing back and forth. And he's like kind of muttering to himself, and he doesn't seem to like notice your existence.
Sir?
And you have your faculties about you.
Sir?
Yeah, yes.
Everything all right?
Yes, of course. I just my spell book. It's missing, and so
Really?
is yes, and so is Quincy.
Where did they go?
I don't know. He's just gone, and he took my spell book with him, and I haven't seen him since. I don't know if he just kind of keeps pacing, mumbling back and forth.
Why did he go?
I don't know where he went, and his like voice like echoes like super loud.
I mean, what? Do his parents know anything?
Do his parents know anything?
About where he went? You know?
How would I know? Oh, but you've just given me an idea. Yes, of course.
What?
Well, his siblings. That younger brother of his. I can use him. You'll help me.
No, I don't think that that's a good idea. That seems like a really bad idea.
I think it's a perfect idea. And if I can't find him, I'll just find that older sister of his.
No, that's a really...
And you kind of like keep saying like no, and he like zooms out as if like space expands amongst you and your vision kind of fades.
Oh gosh, he's twitching a lot. Is that
Cuinn.
I should have. Oh gosh.
Here.
You are in the back courtyard of your house. And you're walking, and you feel these like steps behind you, and you turn, and you hear and see, you see a halfling individual. You see them sobbing. And even with her head in her hands, you know that this is Sydney. And she's kind of just sobbing and walking through the courtyard. She's heading basically right in your direction.
Sid, you all right?
Cuinn, you've come home. And she runs and she gives you a huge hug.
And I'll embrace her back. Just... How are you?
How am I? You just left me.
I didn't have a choice, Sydney.
You didn't have a choice. You always have a choice, Cuinn. And you didn't choose me. And you made that clear.
I did. I chose to protect you.
Protect me? You don't think your parents were aware of me? You don't think your parents used me to find you? The things they did to me, Cuinn. I didn't know. When they told me to come over, I thought, maybe this was my chance to cover for you, and then those golden masks came out, and the blades came out. Can't believe you did this to me. And she just starts to sob, and as she sobs, her tears start to pull her face down, and she starts to melt into the ground.
This trip is turning!
As your vision fades.
Is he supposed to cry? What are these?
Two unconscious people. One is just going like this, and the other one is just crying.
Is that supposed to be fun?
I love drugs.
Maewyn. You are shooting your bow in the woods at a knot in a tree, not too far from you. And you hit right above the knot. And you hear the sound of Idifer, her voice, right above you. Your sister. And she says, "Alright, just keep your elbow up in the back a little bit more and try again."
Okay. I'll try again. Do I feel like I should be there in that moment?
What do you mean?
Or do I feel like, whoa, how did I get here?
You feel a little bit like, whoa, how did I get here?
I'll look up at her. What's happening?
Well, I'm trying to make you not suck so much at your bow, so if you could just...
No, I know, but what's happening with our family?
She kind of like... Well, I think you know.
Do you?
I didn't want to know for a long time, but kind of got hard to avoid. I mean, you destroyed us. When the two of you left, it ripped our family apart. Zenfire. They hung themselves from the chandelier in the foyer. Mother and father, they've been physically fighting with Panfire and Airfire. Chaos has been what leads us ever since you left, and it's all your fault.
It's not our fault. You saw how they were to us. I mean, nobody noticed we were there until we were gone.
I noticed
How
you.
can that be on us? For a while. Not for long.
Right, and I made a mistake. And because of the mistake I made, you chose to end your relationship with me. Did you come and talk to me about it? No. Did you try to put forth more of an effort on your end? No. You just ran off with those wolverines with you and your brother, and you decided that you were these poor creatures who didn't have mommy and daddy's love. And you abandoned your family. Just like Cuinn is going to abandon you. He's already shown you the signs of it. He cares much more about his materialistic things than he does about whether or not you survive.
No, don't say that.
Don't say the truth. Have I not always told you the truth, little sister? You were dying, on the ground, bleeding. He was shoving gold coins into the sack.
He made mistakes.
Did he?
I hope.
Or did he make choices? You're lucky that he's a good actor, because he just decided to become a member of this secret organization, putting you completely at risk. Do you remember that? He convinced you to leave your home.
We decided together.
Oh, did you? Did you decide together? Interesting. Isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, Quinn's one redeeming quality how good he is at manipulating people?
Not me.
Oh, never you. Never you.
As if you didn't manipulate me.
Did I manipulate you, or did I just outgrow you, little sister?
You don't outgrow the people you love.
Tell that to your big brother, she puts in quotes.
Our parents are not good people. And
Well,
they're
you've-
making
well,
all
you've
of
made
you
sure
not
of that,
good
haven't
one
you?
by one. I didn't cause that. I left because of it. I think.
You want to know something? He lied to you. When did? You want to really know why he ran?
He didn't lie.
Do you want to really know why he ran?
Why?
Because he knew it'd be easier to get rid of you on the road than in the city. And now he's with this other group and he feels attached. He feels like there are witnesses. Just watch for the signs, little sister. Cuinn cares not for you. As a matter of fact, Cuinn wishes danger upon you. He just convinced you to put in a foreign substance into your body from a place that you've never been to, never seen, never heard. What if this was poison?
He wouldn't have known either.
You sure do give Cuinn a lot of credit.
Would you not give your siblings credit?
My siblings are the ones that I trust the least.
Well, that should speak to this family. Cuinn and I are not a part of that.
Pay attention, little sister. And the leaves from the tree above her start to fall at a rapid pace until eventually your vision is blacked out and you see nothing.
Why is she yelling? This is awful.
Flint.
This should be fun.
You are in the little man cave that you created for yourself in your home back in Gorahold. And you're sitting there having a cigar. And you start to hear this scratching. From your nearest, like from the wall to the left nearest you.
It's probably a damn giant badger again.
It gets louder and louder, and you start to hear a voice. A voice that sounds very reminiscent of Chael. And he seems to be panicking, screaming, and he seems to be scratching from inside the wall.
Hey, are you there? Where are you? Are you underground? Are you
Dad, please, Dad, I can't breathe, Dad, please.
I start tearing apart the wall,
You take your hammer and you just start hammering the wall. The bits and pieces start falling out. Dad, please, I can't.
Stay calm.
Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. The pieces are falling off and hitting the ground and shattering. Dad, I can't. Hold on.
Just deep breaths.
You keep hitting it. And finally you break in through the wall, and this hole that appears in the wall, this brown, like, rocky earth, just wind shoots through and hits you in your chest, and you fly across the room, and this tornado of darkened earth swirls around in this room. And then as it starts to fade, you see an individual standing in front of you. You see a humanoid man, 2 sets of arms, both all very muscular. He has no adornments on his chest. He has these like golden bracelets, or bracers, I should say, on all 4 arms. On his head is a crown made of polished stone that is of a light kind of onyx color that he wears. And he has this long beard that seems to be made of pebbles that falls from his face. And from the waist down, what should be a pair of legs is a whirling cloud of darkened earth as he looks down at you and is just staring at you.
What the hell? Who are you? What'd you do with my son?
He starts hovering closer to you.
Speak to me. You broke... Shale!
He opens his mouth, and though his mouth speaks the word, you hear the voice of Shale. Daddy! Daddy, you killed me. And then the room that you're in starts to cave in and crumble, and your vision fades. and all of you, about 3 hours into your trip, eventually come to and start to wake up.
Should not have done that.
Yeah, never do that again. That was terrible.
I don't know.
That was great.
I had a great time. Do we have water? I've got massive cotton mouths.
Fantastic. I don't regret that at all.
He says it with that blank face and a blank stare.
I feel really rejuvenated.
Get them all water and like.
He's
Flint, are you okay? You just kept yelling, "Daddy."
I'm just.
That
like,
was the more concerning one of the three.
I'm just like staring at a wall. Daddy, who is? I'm the daddy.
Oh my! All right.
You
Okay,
should get on this next time, Rosie. It's great.
I don't think so. I think that I would have done it before I saw all of you, and now I'll do it even less.
It was fine for me. Nothing major. That water tastes so good, and I'm just chugging water and it's spilling like out the sides of my face.
Yeah.
Morrison's weird.
You good, May? Are you all right?
Yeah.
You were crying, Cuinn. You were crying really hard.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta release the demons, you know.
Oh yeah, you did. Absolutely. Something released.
May, did you release demons or any other secrets you might be holding on to?
No.
Are they back yet?
No. I've just been watching you all Twitch for the past 3 hours, and I did get 3 scarves done.
The door swings open, and you see, kind of just like covered in dust and dirt, wide-eyed, Cuinn and you Chad and you walk in.
Oh my god! I run to you and give them a hug.
And on that note, we are going to end this week's episode as our party is reunited. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. We most likely will have the next session of Tayaroth 2 weeks from today. So that would be the 25th. So stay tuned for that. Like we said, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central, we will have the continuation of Quest for the Golden Spoon, D&D, Tabaxi, D&D meets the Real World, DM'd by Eric, and then Thursday, hosted by Angie, we'll have Meet the Person's Girls Night with Emily, JMO, and Miranda, who has guest starred on a one-shot with us before in the past. Also, again, on Spotify, we not only have every episode of the Tayaroth campaign on there in audio form, but we also just released Session 1 of the campaign in Hell that Matt DM'd. So check that out.
Of course, Miranda had a one-session great guest star.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes.
Yeah.
In the second session, Miranda, or was it the first? No, it was the second.
Second.
Yeah.
In the second session, Miranda
and her character fell in love.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe tune in. Tommy Tune in, as Ian would say. So thank you all for watching, and thank you to my players, the best players a DM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
Sayonara, suckers.
What?